Indians and the Texas City Stings. There's huge playoff implications in place tonight, and we are excited. If you're watching on social media, feel free to share this out. Let us know where you're watching from. You can always watch this from clearlifemedia.com. You can also watch it from the Galveston County Daily News' website, Galv News. I have Clay Roberts. My name's Gardy Garcia, and I have Brandon Williams here. We are going to be bringing you all the action tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You talk about playoff implications. This is basically a playoff game. This is what we were talking about before the show started, Brandon. This right here is a playoff eliminator. Just consider it a playoff game altogether.
No doubt about it. This is late October football the way you want it, with Texas City needing a win in both of their last two games in order to make the playoffs. Santa Fe wins this one here. They get Willow Ridge next week. They return to the playoffs, and it would be an amazing story for the Indians and Blake Ryder, considering the fact that last year they did not win a single game, and yet here they are 5-3 and with an opportunity to, for only the second time in school history, win 7 games in a season.
And there's a little bit of drama. I'm going to call it drama, but we have the head coach for the Santa Fe Indians previously at Texas City ISD, and he was on the staff of the Stingarees.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about it, turnarounds, practically a U-turn from no wins to playoff implications. And I tell you, the magic number is 10, because I believe last year Texas City won 10, Santa Fe lost 10, and he was at Texas City for 10 years. So that's the magic number of this whole situation. But now, here we have it. It's a rainy Friday night. It's old school football. We're going to see, can Texas City run the ball against this tough, rugged Santa Fe defense? I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, and Texas City has had some issues keeping the ball, limiting the turnovers, the fumbles. But tonight they are going to have everything that Santa Fe can throw at them. It'll be a great night, and we're expecting a great night of football.
Yeah, it's going to be Texas City kicking off to Santa Fe to start us off here. And it looks like the rain is picking up, fellas. It's already starting heavy as soon as we start to kick off. Not a good sign for a team that's had a lot of fumbles, Texas City.
Kicking off from the 40-yard line, and there are fans here on both sides in this Galveston County football game, and here's the kickoff. It's back to about the 25-yard line. Santa Fe receives. It's going to be brought down around the 35-yard line, and that's where Santa Fe will start the action tonight.
And that was a return of number 17, Jarrett Bacala.
I'd like to take this time and thank some of our sponsors, United Way, Galveston County Mainland, and Troy Chase Realty Group. Thank you so much for sponsoring and partnering with Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Yeah, we spoke with head coach Sean Evans earlier in the week. He said the 2 players to watch out for Santa Fe, number 2, Kyler Thompson, number 5, Ryan Wainscott. Let's see what they do to try to shut down that duo on offense here.
Quarterback's going to be under center. Toss to the outside to the left. He's up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I expect to see a lot of running the ball here, putting the ball directly in the player's hands, not trying to do too many passes with this rain beginning to pick up here right at kickoff.
And that was number 42, Jackson Stroud, with the carry of the senior. Mr. Stroud with the beautiful run.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a short run, a simple, sweet play up the middle. And Santa Fe already taking their time, trying to commit. It's going to be old school football tonight.
Again, under center. Again to Stroud up the middle. Going to pick up a little bit more. And the rain is actually pouring down right now. It kind of let up for a little bit, at least for the pregame festivities, but now it's going to be some smash mouth football. That's the game plan whenever it starts to rain. That's what I would think.
Yeah, absolutely. Torrential downpour already. If you're a fan here watching this, no doubt about it, you got baseball going on, but you're here to see some high school football. You're going to watch it here tonight.
Some diehard fans. Ooh, there's a little bit of action, some flags on the play. Yeah. Santa Fe threw the ball, trying to get a free play, but the referees whistled that play dead.
And I tell you what, I've played football in the rain. When the water gets in those earpieces, the water is hitting those helmets, it gets harder to hear. You might fall for more of those snap counts. But, man, expect to see a lot of under center snaps, making the distance from the player to the ball as close as we can get it, making sure that it connects with the hands, making sure we hand the ball directly to the running back. It might have ruined some of the game plans here, but I've got to just curious to see how this goes on because this rain is starting to pour.
It is coming down, and you can see the bands from both sides are leaving. Oh, it's a fumble.
Early fumble
In the backfield. Texas City with the stop. Santa Fe was able to recover. It's number 6, Case Albrecht.
Yeah, absolutely. It's starting early. The fumbles have become a problem early, Brandon.
There's no doubt it's the first fumble. It definitely won't be the last. And as you guys said, this is coming down hard. And looking at the forecast, it's looking to be this way for at least the next 20 to 25 minutes, if not a little bit more. So buckle up.
Yeah, just long enough to be a major factor in this first half.
Under center, pitch to the outside, 42. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the run there.
Oh, but Texas City.
That ball popped loose.
Yeah, Texas City saying they have the ball. What is the official saying?
Officials are saying they don't.
I think they're saying down.
Ruled him down.
Yeah, so it's still Santa Fe ball. We're going to see a lot of that tonight. My goodness.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to the fans, to the parents, to the families that are out here.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
As we are in the press box. Nice and dry. Shout out to the Clear Life Media crew as well for being out there. Braving the rain. You can see the cheerleaders on both sides. They are not stopping. They're cheering their team to victory. Snap, drop, brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that was a good, clean snap, but he had trouble controlling the ball. Even from snap to handoff, he had a hard time holding on to it. My gosh. And I tell you, folks, if you just tuned in, I'm telling you, it was not raining this hard just 15 minutes ago.
And if you are watching on social media, we want to hear predictions maybe for some of the scores. I see some of the comments, and I'll read those if I get an opportunity.
Oh, interesting call here, Brandon. They're going to the shotgun.
Shotgun formation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Snap. That was fourth down. It snuck up on us.
It did. It snuck up on me.
Ball's bouncing. It's going to be brought down around the 25-yard line where Texas City will get their first run at it. I'd like to thank Legacy Collision, M6 Global Defense for partnering and sponsoring with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. It's a rainy night here in Texas City, Texas. We're broadcasting live from the stadium here, and it's the Santa Fe Indians versus the Texas City Stings.
Yeah, completely lost track of the downs, guys. I apologize for that one. Now we're going to get to see this first Texas City possession. You got to believe normally a team that likes to run the ball as much as Texas City does, it would favor them. But we talked earlier about how they've had trouble with the fumbles. Let's see what happens. This is going to be a very interesting drive here for Texas City.
Outside toss to Mr. Caleb Bell to the outside. He's going to get close to a first down depending on where they spot that ball.
Yeah, look like about a 9 or 10-yard gain.
You know, Debbie's watching on social media. She said no umbrellas allowed. I don't know. Is that accurate here at the stadium?
That's what I heard. That we actually interviewed.
You're right.
Yeah. It was an interview with Coach Sean Evans earlier. He said, make sure to bring your parkas. Rain is expected. Umbrellas not allowed. So you see a lot of raincoats out there tonight.
Oh, yeah. This is second down and about 4 yards to go. Joey Duran under center. Handoff to the outside. He's met by 3 Indian defenders to bring him down directly.
Yeah, that's a good early play right there by Santa Fe. I tell you, we called Santa Fe earlier in the year. Santa Fe defense not high up in the stats, Brandon, but they are an attacking, aggressive style defense, just what you want to see against a running back like Caleb Bell.
And they're a team that doesn't have a lot of speed when you compare them to some of the other teams in the district, but they're a very aggressive team that zeroes in on the defender, and they have a penchant for forcing turnovers, and in this weather, this could be a factor here.
Shotgun snap. Caleb Bell, he's still running. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Texas City.
71 yards on that run, guys, and it was a huge hole that opened up. And once Bell got to the secondary, it wasn't a matter of if he got the end zone to win.
You can see Caleb Bell saying, feed me the ball, taking his helmet off on the sideline as soon as he got there. He put the brakes on as well right before the end zone. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
I'm Finch, Santa Fe High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Hi folks, my name is Chris Hoot. This is my wife, Diana Hoot. We're with Who's Hoot Realty Group, powered by Keller Williams of Clear Lake. We're longtime residents of Galveston County. We were both born and raised in Texas City, graduated from Texas City High School. We specialize in residential and commercial real estate. So if you're looking to sell, buy, lease, or rent property, please reach out to us. Who's Hoot Realty Group, the ones who can.
Carter League City game of the week. The extra point was good. That was number 46 for the Tech City Stings, Anthony Sanchez.
Yeah, absolutely. We're sitting here talking about rain causing fumbles, about Santa Fe's defense being able to force turnovers, and Caleb Bell said, be quiet, just feed me the ball and watch me work. Running in the mud, running in the rain, running into the end zone. 71 yards, I believe Brandon said. My goodness, starting out early for the young Bell cow.
No doubt he had all 3 carries on that drive. Turns out 68 yards for the drive. Did have the second down. He lost 3. But this is exactly what Texas City wants to do. They want to get the ball into his hands. And based on the way that he ran the last time we saw him, that could be a very good thing for the Stings.
Anthony Sanchez with the kick. Picked up at about the 25. Santa Fe kind of bumping into each other, trying to find some room. He's brought down just shy of the 40-yard line, depending on where they spot that ball. That was number 17 for Santa Fe, Jarrett Pacala, the sophomore.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually spoke with head coach Sean Evans, and he mentioned how he came into the locker room expecting to have to give a big rah-rah motivational speech, trying to get into the playoffs. When he came in on Monday and saw the players in the weight room, saw how energetic, ready for this game they were on Monday and how that carried to Tuesday, he said, no speech needed. Let's just go get it done here on a Friday night.
Now Santa Fe is in shotgun formation. The handoff in the backfield, going to be about a 2.5-yard gain right there.
Yeah, just run it right up the middle there. Just trying to establish some offense early on. We know that Texas City has that big play potential, and I believe Santa Fe wants to try to get more of a rhythm going here early. They're much more slow and methodical style offense.
Thank you to B&O Construction and Galveston College for sponsoring and partnering with the Ron Carter League City game of the week. I had a lot on my mind. I wanted to shout out to our technical crew with the Phillies and the Astros. It's the World Series, Game 1. I know a lot of you guys probably have the game on the TV and this on your device or your phone, computer. The handoff in the backfield, number 42 for Santa Fe, met at the line of scrimmage right there, brought down by number 88 for Texas City. That's Manuel Lozano Jr.
Yeah, we're going to see, I believe we're going to see Jackson Stroud get a lot of these handoffs tonight. I remember calling his name quite frequently. The first game we called for Santa Fe earlier. He's not as much of a home run hitter as Caleb Bell, but he is a workhorse. He will plow away, slowly but surely accumulate these yards over time.
Santa Fe versus Texas City, broadcasted live on the Ron Carter League City game of the week. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on social media, or maybe you're watching on our website, feel free to share this out and let us know your predictions. Here's the snap in the backfield. Stroud with the run up the middle, jumps and hurdles the defender. Looks like he got enough for a first down and to move the chains.
Yeah, more than enough for a first down there. And I think it was actually a Texas City blitz that kind of caused that. They almost ran past the running back as he got the ball, ran past Stroud, and allowed him to get that first down as he hurdled a man, working so hard to get that extra yardage.
And the rain is continuing to come down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can see it really clear from that angle we have here. And then Santa Fe, just a methodical style offense. Taking their time with these plays, back in the shotgun formation.
Be offsides. It looks like that's going to be on Texas City. Maybe it was a bit of a hard count there.
Yeah, that's also been an issue with Texas City all season long. Am I right, Brandon? A lot of penalty yardage for this team. That
has been a huge problem for the Stingarees all season long. Even when they have had good games, it has been haunted by turnovers and penalties. It's just something that Sean Evans, he's a stickler when it comes to fundamentals, and despite the enthusiasm, you got to know that this is slowly aggravating him. And in a game that has so much importance, you can't afford to have an opportunity to give free yardage away.
Absolutely, especially with a methodical offense like this. The way they just want to get you small yardage anyway plays right into their hands.
Stroud again right up the middle, and that's going to be pretty close to a first down. See if the referees spot that ball and give it to him.
I believe so. We'll see where they spot it.
Maybe just a little bit shy. We have a player that's down. Again, thank you to some of our sponsors, Affordable Air and Heat, Texas First Bank. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Matthew Raines, this is Santa Fe High School, and go Indians!
I'm Leonard Woolsey, publisher of the Daily News in Galveston Island, Texas. The Daily News is the oldest newspaper in the state of Texas, older than the state itself. Since 1842, we've been delivering local journalism to people in this community. The Daily News is for everyone, but not everything in the Daily News is for everyone. The idea is we provide you content for today, help you look at tomorrow, and also all the content that's been generated in the history of Galveston County.
Let's budget.
I like to think that this is an important part of what we do here in Galveston County as well as here on Galveston Island.
Inside the Texas Department
The stories we tell are important. They're about people's lives. They impact people's lives day in and day out. We know every day when we produce news, the news that we put out there matters to our community, but we are also providing news to our community about how to take care of them and their loved ones. Pick up a Daily News or go to galvnews.com today. The Galveston County Daily.
Welcome back. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Santa Fe with the fumble, and number 6, the quarterback, Case Albrecht, was able to recover.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, the rain is starting and stopping, and one thing that you can't pick up as well on the screen, you kind of see it there, the wind is blowing. It is blowing this rain at almost about a 60-degree angle. It's blowing in sideways, kind of in the face of the Santa Fe offense. It's a wild weather game so far, folks.
And this is a game that's also impacting the other games out in the Galveston County area tonight, especially when you look at games out in the League City, Clear Lake, the League City area, Dickinson as well.
Santa Fe under center. Handoff right up the middle. It looks like that was 3rd down, but not sure if they're going to be able to get the 1st down.
Yeah, I think the referee spotted him just short. Santa Fe thought they got it, but the ticker is rolled over to 4th down marker here.
Yeah, 4th down. It has to be, it's less than a yard.
Yeah, no doubt. We've yet to see a single pass, and for good reason, folks.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I'm Santa Fe, I get back under center, I try the hard count one more time, because Texas City has already jumped twice early on. Try to get him to jump a 3rd time, give you that 1st down that you couldn't earn.
Santa Fe lines up under center. Here's the snap. Pitch to the left, to the outside, number 42. He's going to pick up the 1st down.
Got just enough as he hit the corner for that, but most importantly, he got enough, and that's going to give them the opportunity to keep the ball moving as we approach inside 2 minutes of the 1st quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Jackson Stroud able to break a tackle, make just a little bit of extra yardage, and get those chains moved here early. Santa Fe is on the move early on in this drive.
Brandon, how many yards does Jackson Stroud have?
He currently has 40 yards right now, and he has touched the ball in all but 2 plays for the Indians thus far.
Yeah, he and Caleb Bell are on different clocks right now. My goodness.
Santa Fe lined up under center. Here's the snap. Again, another
fumble.
Looks like Texas City recovered. It's going to be a turnover for the Santa Fe Indians, and Texas City will recover. That'll be 1st down, just about the 36-yard line.
And coming up with that football is Marquise Thompson, number 10, junior defensive back. 3rd fumble of the quarter by Santa Fe. This time they weren't able to recover it, and that's going to give the Stings golden opportunity to add more points on the board as they get a 1st and 10 at their own 36.
Yeah, I tell you what, head coach Sean Evans earlier in the week brought in boxing gloves into training to make sure the players were holding the ball high and tight so they couldn't use their hands. And so far, it's paying off. No fumbles on that Texas City side so far.
Joey Duran to Caleb Bell. That was a shotgun formation. Quick handoff in the backfield. Looks like he picked up about a yard on the run.
And I tell you, the rain is starting and stopping. It's got to play mental games on you too. You think it's going to let up, and then it comes back in even harder. Man, it's wild.
You know, it's interesting. All of the bobble snaps, I believe, have been under center.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the shotgun formation has been working a little bit better for these quarterbacks for that handoff.
So far, yes, and that's kind of the opposite of what the philosophy would be. You would think it would be closer to center, would make an easier handoff.
Caleb Bell to the outside. He has room to run. He's at the 50-yard line. He's at the 40-yard line, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Texas City.
Caleb Bell putting in the early work, saying, I will carry this team to the playoffs. Put them on my back. We will go all the way.
And he just went all the way. 64 yards on that touchdown. and already flirting. He's well over 100, obviously. He's already flirting with 200 yards. Currently, he has 140 on just 5 carries.
My goodness.
Now they're setting up for the extra point. You can see number 58, the offensive lineman, Rolando Solis, kind of gave the Jordan shrug, like, I don't know what it is. We just have it like that. The extra point in the rain is good. Texas City is up 14-0. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Caitlin Casciola, Santa Fe High School, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Thank you to Troy Chase Realty Group for sponsoring the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Get your dream home with Troy Chase Realty Group and learn more at troychase.com.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Thank you to Mainland Tools and Supply, Terrell Isle Adventures for sponsoring and partnering with Clear Life Media for this production. Now Texas City will kick off to Santa Fe once again. This is the third kickoff for them in this. We're still in the first quarter. It's almost over, about 48 seconds left.
Man, I tell you what, we interviewed some of the Santa Fe players earlier in the week. We asked them specifically, what do you do about Caleb Bell, the Bell problem, if you will? And they both kind of said, we got that handled. It's not a big deal. So far, first quarter, Caleb Bell proving to be a problem. My goodness.
Made his mark on this game. Brandon, what's he looking like as far as the stats go?
5 carries, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns on runs of 71 and 64. So anytime you've got your running back averaging more than 30-plus yards a carry, you're doing well.
We made a reel and put this on Instagram, so make sure you go follow Clear Life Media on Instagram. But the question was put out there, how many yards is Caleb Bell going to have this game? The kick, Santa Fe does pick it up. It was bobbled. It's going to be brought down about the 22-yard line. And Texas City is pumped. Their defense, and they're hitting on all cylinders. Looks like there's going to be a flag, maybe a personal conduct or something like that.
Yeah, probably unsportsmanlike conduct there. We saw some jaw-jacking going after that play. Santa Fe is getting frustrated early on, and Texas City is bringing a lot of energy onto the field.
Been very successful running the ball. I'd like to thank the Santa Fe Texas Education Foundation and the TCISD Education Foundation for the Future for partnering with us to help make this game possible.
Man, I tell you what, we talk about Caleb Bell being a problem. If he keeps having more yardage, more stats, these numbers keep getting higher, it's going to be a math problem I sure can't solve. I tell you.
We'll have to call on Brandon.
Oh, he'll call anybody.
He's a statistician, mathematician with the numbers.
My goodness.
And that is a penalty that's going to drop Santa Fe down to 11. And considering the fact that you're already down 14-0, the rain isn't helping out your passing potential. They're finding themselves in a hole a lot deeper than they expected.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have not had big play success early on.
Texas City right there. It's going to be a gain of about a yard and a half right there.
That's all we can do.
I tell you what, Santa Fe wants to drive the ball. They want to be methodical. They want to make small gains as they go. But unfortunately, these penalties have set them back. Or excuse me, the fumbles have set them back. The losing possession on the fumbles set them back. And when you can't score quick, you can't score fast, this small accumulation of yardage over time does not add up to points on the board.
And the rain and the wind is not letting up at this time. So it looks like it's going to continue to play a factor as we have second down.
And we are winding down here to the end of the first quarter, folks. It is 14-0 Texas City over Santa Fe.
If you are watching on social media, we thank you so much. Feel free to share this out. Let us know where you're watching from. We want to hear your predictions for the game. Thank you to Species Gym in Texas City and Mainland Tool and Supply for sponsoring and partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Texas City's up 14-0 over the Santa Fe Indians. We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Lake Rider, Santa Fe Indians, Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Begin your path toward a rewarding career by enrolling at Galveston College. Choose from 50-degree and certificate programs. Galveston College, your home away from home. Learn more at gc.edu.
Hi, my name is Ryan Stubbs, president of B&O Construction, located here in the heart of League City, Texas. We offer commercial and residential general contracting needs for all the surrounding areas of Galveston County. Here at B&O Construction, we offer a multitude of services for all of our clients and customers to make sure that we're able.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Santa Fe is taking possession. It's going to bring up third down and about 7 yards, 6 yards to go.
Yeah, it's been the story of that offense so far. Just slow, methodical driving, not getting a ton of yards. I think, Brendan, how many of the first downs for Santa Fe have been as the result of penalties, actually?
Only one of their 2 first downs have been a result of a penalty. Again, only 2 players have touched the ball already for them, and that's the quarterback, Case Albrecht, and Jackson Stroud. Stroud has all but 2 of those touches for the Indians, and with the weather hopefully starting to ease up a bit, we might see Santa Fe attempt to try to throw the ball. Probably not here this deep in their own territory, but they're going to need to get their passing game clicking at some point. Fumble.
My goodness.
Fumble and a quick recovery right there in the backfield, so it's going to bring up 4th down and about a loss of 1.5 yards or so.
Man, I tell you what, with all these fumbles, Blake Ryder might need to invest in some of those boxing gloves Sean Evans brought to practice, because so far Santa Fe cannot hold on to this ball to save their lives.
Again, it brings up 4th down, and they're going to be forced to punt the ball and giving it kind of a short field here to Texas City.
I got to wonder if they're going to come after this one. It looks like there's a lot of Texas City players up close to the line.
About 10 minutes and 38 seconds left in this second quarter. It was a fake. Wow.
And full going.
Yeah, they were ready for that one. Like I said, there were a lot of Texas City players up close to the line watching for the fake. They were absolutely ready for that one. I thought it was maybe trying to go after the punt, but no, they were looking for that fake. They knew it was coming. That's not what you want if you're Santa Fe, giving this already hot offense a very short field here early in the second.
I think that was a bold play from Santa Fe, but at this point down 14-0, you know, they had to feel like they had to make a decision right there. We need to do something now, and it backfired on them.
Yeah, especially with as hot as that offense has been for Texas City. Caleb Bell has absolutely not been stopped. I don't believe he's in on this possession, but again, Texas City's offense has not looked to slow down in the slightest.
We got number 23, Maurice Burton, in. And he's going to receive the handoff to the right, up the middle, and a touchdown. Burton right up the middle. Texas City goes on top and adds to their lead.
Man, I tell you, this offense is just opening up gaps in that in the Santa Fe defense. They're getting into the second level. They're moving the linebackers out of the way, and they're just shoving their way through. That's the first touchdown that wasn't Caleb Bell, but it was, again, the 3rd touchdown on the ground. This running attack for Texas City has been unstoppable so far.
This extra point's brought to you by Legacy Collision out in Hitchcock, Texas.
They're just now starting up.
Here's the snap and the kick. Looks like that is going to be good. 21-0. Texas City Stings are on top of Santa Fe. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Alberto Rios, I go to Santa Fe High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
Welcome back to Texas City, Texas. It's a beautiful night for football, interesting night for weather. Your Texas City Stings are over your Santa Fe Indians right now, 21-0. Again, if you're watching on social media, feel free to share this out. Let us know where you're watching from. We also want to hear your predictions for the score.
And Brandon, I apologize for not throwing to you sooner. Earlier, 1 carry for Burton right into the end zone. What was the yardage on that?
1 play, 15 yards is all he needed to get the end zone. And right now it's 21-0, and the Indians are finding themselves in a situation where they're going to have to start throwing the football. The good news for them is that the weather is starting to ease up a bit, and this is an Indians team that can throw the ball when needed. I've seen them a couple times this season, and they are an efficient passing team. They're going to have to be exceptionally efficient this evening to get back from this.
No doubt about it. And, you know, like I said, Sean Evans mentioned 2 players. He mentioned the quarterback, Kyler Thompson, and receiver, Ryan Wainscott. And they have not been able to throw the ball at all. I don't believe they've even attempted to throw the ball at all. And if they have, it has been fumbled beforehand. So it's just, it's been a bad night so far for Santa Fe, and it's going to take some serious passing attack here to get back on top.
Quarterback Case Albright with the fake handoff in the backfield. Looked like he's rolling out for the pass. Intercepted, Texas City.
Wow.
Oh, they're going to rule maybe.
No, he's saying no good. He's saying he dropped the pass.
Might have bobbled that, but that was pretty close. If we had instant replay, that would be the time to use it.
Yeah.
Throw a challenge flag.
I find it very interesting that the referee that was behind the receiver said it was a dropped pass.
Oh, yes. And we do have a flag on the play. I'm not sure what the call is. We'll see which way it goes.
It's a hold against Santa Fe.
Okay, so it would have come back regardless. Well, no, actually, I apologize. The interception would have stood. Man, oh, man, Santa Fe, that's not what you want. That's not a good sign. And you've got to think that gets in the players' heads. Even if it's not an interception, that gets in their heads and makes them think, can we throw the ball as well as we thought we could?
Right.
You know?
Brandon, do we have any scores from around the county?
One score in the second quarter. It is Dickinson up 7-0 over Clear Creek.
Right now, it'll be first down and about 20 yards for the Santa Fe Indians. Then shotgun formation, quick snap and a handoff. Stroud up the middle, picked up about 6 yards on the play.
And I tell you what I noticed on that. They're in the shotgun formation, but even then, the ball isn't hitting the quarterback in the hands. He's letting it go through his hands to his chest. He's so worried about the fumble, he's making sure to pin it to his chest there. Unfortunately, it looks like we've got an injured Santa Fe player on the field.
Thank you to Texas First Bank and Affordable Air and Heat. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
This is Luni Baxter Gomez from Texas City High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Here at Gracious Heart Home Care, the patient is in control.
Our caregivers arrive with a smile, ready to work and give the best care.
Our job is to provide in-home care and ensuring our clients receive great quality care. We ensure that they can remain at the place they'd rather be.
With Gracious Hearts Home Care Services, you'll never have to worry about your family needs not being met. Not only do we strive for great care, but our customer service is A+ as well.
Because there's no other hearts that care like Gracious Hearts Home Care.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. The Astros, Kyle Tucker just hit a home run. So if you are watching both, you have that information. Maybe you have the game on the TV and the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week live on your cell phone, tablet, computer. It's going to be second down for Santa Fe. Quick handoff to Stroud, and he's going to be brought down close to the line of scrimmage.
Man, I tell you what, they immediately got away from that passing game, which is unfortunate because the holding penalty brought them back to about a 3rd and 15 on this. Man, oh man. I tell you, Santa Fe just not being able to get anything going on offense has been the story of this team so far.
Well, it's hard to get something going whenever you're behind you get those penalties. You know, the holding on Santa Fe, put them back 10 yards.
After the play, okay?
20 yards is hard, especially in this weather.
Got to wonder if they try to pass again here.
That hard count almost got Texas City again.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. Ball should have been snapped as the player came off sides.
Oh, brought down in the backfield. Stroud was met by a Texas City defensive lineman. It's going to be a loss on the play, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, just busted through that line. Did not let him get back to the line of scrimmage. Big loss there. Turnover on downs. And, man, Santa Fe cannot get anything going in Texas City. You got to believe they're all Astros fans. They're trying to get out of here early and see this game.
Hey, here's a comment from David Norman, at least half of it. He said, TC student section is ruthless. I have to agree. They're out here cheering for their classmates, teammates, friends, family members out here.
Not yet.
It's going to bring up 4th down. Last 4th down, Santa Fe Indians had a fake punt. They ran it, and then Texas City capitalized with a quick score.
Yeah, timeout here for Santa Fe. trying to maybe dry off the hands of the punter. It looks like.
All right. I'd like to thank United Way, Galveston County Mainland, and the Troy Chase Realty Group for sponsoring and partnering the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
You know, we actually interviewed head coach for Santa Fe, Blake Ryder. We asked him about what he thought about the rain. Let's actually hear what he had to say in this short clip.
Been very fortunate, I guess, with the weather as far as football, but football is made to be played in cold games or wet games and things like that. So, you know, it's about time we get a game like that, and we got to make sure that we can force some turnovers and not turn the ball over ourselves if it is raining.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. It looks like Santa Fe had some time to talk about it. It's going to bring up 4th down, and they have their punting unit out on the field. Let's see if they really get this punt going this time.
Yeah, and I saw the Santa Fe punter with a towel in his hands, but it's a towel in the rain. How dry can you really get?
Here's the punt. It's going to get that punt out. Texas Santa Fe bounce. Texas City picks it up, and he's running. He's on the 40, and he's going to kind of kneel it down and start about the 41-yard line. You're having a live shot of the student section. They are hyped for Texas City. They don't care it's raining. I think they may actually prefer the rain.
My goodness, it's like a party out there. It's insane. My gosh, I don't have that energy anymore.
Yeah, I have to agree with David Norman. The TC student section is ruthless. They don't care. They're here to cheer for the Stings.
Man, Santa Fe has been absolutely disrupted by this rain. Even the snap from that punt was high hanging, kind of barely got to the punter. My goodness, I don't think they were as ready for this as they maybe thought they were.
Joey Durant under center to Burton to the left. He's still running a flag on the play, but he's still up, and he's going to be brought down after about a 6 or 7 yard gain.
Yeah, my guess would be a hold. Anytime you have a sweep play go to the outside, most likely a lineman tried to hold on to a jersey. Let's see what the officials call right here.
I'd like to thank M6 Global Defense and BNO Construction for sponsoring and partnering the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Yeah, that would be a hold there on Texas City. Going to move them back. And Brandon, what has Santa Fe managed to do on offense so far tonight?
Well, Santa Fe is just been a David Stroud show. Again, when you look at the fact that he has 33 yards and he's touched the ball all but 3 plays, it is a sign that they have not been able to get their offense clicking at all.
Shotgun formation. Joey Duran looking around, making sure all the players are set and they're on the same page. They're looking at their plays. Some play action. Quick handoff. Burton in the backfield. Still up on his feet, making moves. Brought down about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you, Burton got absolutely thumped there on that play. That was number 11. That was Steven Garcia. I believe he's one of the seniors on this. I'm trying to look. Yes, he's the senior on this defense, leading the defense. Managed to get a helmet on Burton, knock him down, prevent that first down, prevent any big yardage. This is what Santa Fe has to do. They've got to establish themselves here on this drive. They've got to establish this defense and say no more yardage. As we see here, Caleb Bell has come back in. Let's see what Santa Fe can do to stop the big man.
Where do you think this play's going?
Most likely number 2 or 22.
Yeah. In the backfield, Caleb Bell up on his feet. Going to be brought down close to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, they knew it too. They were on it. They were on it. I tell you, that right there, that is what Santa Fe has to do. Just get one man there. Let him hold on as long as you can until someone else can get down to help you bring down 22. You cannot have him go over 150 yards in this half.
The first half. Yeah, and you can see the rain is picking up, and that may have a little bit to do with the lack of success Texas City's having on this drive right now. I don't want to speak too soon, but you know there was a penalty, got brought back with the holding. Rain's picking up. Joey Duran's under center. A little bit of play action in the backfield. Hand off to Caleb Bell. He's sweeping to the outside. He's going to be brought down close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Santa Fe is absolutely turning it up this defensive drive. I don't know who got in their ear, who reminded them this was a fight for the playoffs, but on this drive, Santa Fe has had a great defensive stand. This is a good sign here for the defense. Let's see if they can turn it or get a turnaround on offense as well.
Thank you to Galveston College and Watergrove Event Venue for making this game possible. It's going to bring up 4th down. And Joey Duran is back. I believe that he's going to be punting the ball. I've seen him run this before. And the play's whistle dead. Referees are going to throw a flag.
I believe they'll be backing up the Texas City offense here.
Yeah, I was kind of laughing. This Kyron Lewis, number 5 for Texas City, was pretty hyped on that play. The clock is running. It's the second quarter. Texas City is currently leading 21-0 over Santa Fe Indians.
Yeah, Guardy, I don't know if we can get a shot at this, but it is coming down so hard that the cheerleaders now have the megaphones on their heads.
Here's the snap. It's low. The kick does get off.
Yeah, fair catch is called for.
No, actually, no. His knee went down on the ground, so Santa Fe is going to get a huge break.
Oh, my goodness.
Durant went down, reached for it, but his knee went down, and that is going to get the Indians the ball at the Texas City 20-yard line. Their defense did what was needed, and thanks to a mistake by the Texas City special teams, the Indians have a chance to get back in this with still 5:32 to go in the first half.
Man,
That's a
great call. Good call, Brandon. I was watching the ball the whole time. Good catch. This is exactly what Santa Fe needs after a good stand on defense. You got to wonder how do they come out on this drive? How are they going to manage to try to score points here in what's been a scoreless drive so far?
You have to score here.
Absolutely. Keep yourself in this game. Keep your playoff hopes alive.
Number 6, Case Albright for Santa Fe. Quick handoff to number 7, Joseph Floyd, the junior. And you can see a shot of those Texas City cheerleaders trying to stay dry as they can. There is a little hole on the top of that megaphone. I'm not sure they know. So a little bit of rain's coming through, but it is adding some protection.
And that was actually the first time I think I've seen any urgency from a play call standpoint on the side of Santa Fe. Case Albright got in there and was calling for the ball immediately. They were trying to catch that defense off guard and unaware. Unfortunately, Texas City was much too prepared for it. Managed to stop them up for a loss.
It's going to bring up second down and about 11.5 to go.
And I believe that's actually the first running play that hasn't gone to Jackson Stroud.
Quick handoff. It's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Brandon, that's Floyd in there now. That's
Yes.
Joseph Floyd. Jackson Stroud is out. They're trying to mix some things up, trying to keep this defense on its toes, a defense that so far has been nothing but successful.
Yeah, and the rain has definitely slowed down Santa Fe's offense, but give credit to Texas City's defense. Even if this was 80 degrees and sunny, I think you still see the same results that you've seen thus far from Texas City's defense. They have been fired up, and they have been on top of Santa Fe's offense the entire night.
Yeah, if anything, I think this rain, this weather, these circumstances, this predicament has gotten them more fired up and more ready to hit and play some football.
Shotgun, and they're going through the air. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, no doubt. That's going to be defensive pass interference. That is going to be defense. Number 10, that was Marquise Thompson, was just in the way of that route. It was a timing route there from Santa Fe. Timing route meant to go into the end zone, and number 10 was just in the way of the route. You cannot do that if you're a defender for Texas City.
And he almost still had an opportunity to catch the ball, which was kind of impressive and amazing there.
Yeah, those timing routes. You just know where to throw it, when to throw it. Like Brandon said, man, Santa Fe, they're a good passing team when the circumstances are right. They just haven't been right yet tonight. Well, maybe we'll see it here.
Got to read this comment. She said, great reporting, y'all. That's from Gina Welsh. And again, shout out to the Santa Fe Texas Education Foundation. We appreciate you guys for sponsoring and partnering with Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Without y'all, we would not be able to make this broadcast happen.
And the best field position for Santa Fe all night. Let's see if they can make something out of it.
It's first down, quick handoff up the middle. And that's a touchdown. Santa Fe gets on the board. Huge play, huge run, and they got the results they wanted.
Yeah, that was Jackson Stroud. That's, I believe, his first carry of this drive, and it goes for 6 points as we hear an eruption from the other side. Those cheerleaders, the fans that have stuck around through the weather and the rain, and we're hearing it here.
And that was really loud because we really could hear it.
Yeah, through these headphones and everything.
It's going to bring up an extra point opportunity for Santa Fe. That's number 15, Harrison Wainwright. With the attempt, the snap, and the kick is up. And that's going to be good. It's 21-7. Santa Fe Indians are on the board. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Captain Nate Swerdlin, Texas City High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
I mean, it was love at first sight for me. Couldn't ask for a better place.
No fluff, just straight work. Whether you're an athlete or not, you want the best of the best. It's intense, focused, and probably one of the best gyms here in Texas.
Nobody judges you here. You can put 500 pounds on a bar and squat. Nobody's gonna look weird.
that's going to cheer you and actually help you up.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people. We work our asses off, but we have a good time doing it.
When I first joined here, I legit felt like I was in a candy store,
When you see the different bodybuilder icons, it's inspirational, motivational.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. I'd like to thank Who's Hoot Realty Group and Terrell Isle Adventures for sponsoring and partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Santa Fe Indians did get on the board, putting up a touchdown with the run right up the middle. They have 7 points, and now they're going to kick off and give that ball back to Texas City, see what they can do with it.
Yeah, and Brendan, if you wouldn't mind, can you give us the update on the Stroud stats, number 42 stats? Because I know he only carried the ball once on that play, but he has absolutely been the workhorse for the Santa Fe side of the offense.
Without a doubt, he has been their horse this entire evening. He currently has 18 carries for 41 yards to go along with the 5-yard touchdown that just put Santa Fe on the board.
That's what you want. That's what you want for your running back in rainy, muddy weather. It looks like they're actually having a hard time getting the ball spotted. Kicking off from the 45 here.
And if you are keeping up with the World Series, the Astros are winning 2-0 over the Philadelphia Phillies. You may want to keep us up to date as well. I see Mr. Bott. Kevin Bott said, "Let's go Indians." Thank you, Mr. Bott, for watching. Rooting for his Santa Fe Indians. And the kickoff is up. Texas City with the catch. It's about the 20-yard line. Met by a couple of defenders and brought down around the 25.
Yeah, Gardy, that field is soaked. I don't know if you saw it as they kicked that ball off. Water just erupted from the kicker's foot. That field is getting soaked right now. It's not just the rain that we're seeing here. It's the accumulation over time. And so it's going to get slippery. We're going to see people start falling and stumbling. It actually might play out in Santa Fe's favor, especially after that last drive where they were able to stop Texas City for the first time tonight.
I got to give a shout out to Mr. Anthony Macaluso. Tuning in and watching on Facebook. Anthony, share the stream out for me. Come on, man. We're old friends. I appreciate you watching.
Yeah, Texas City coming out in the shotgun formation.
Here's the snap. The handoff in the backfield, swinging out to the outside. Met by number 11 for the Santa Fe Indians. That's Steven Garcia.
The senior.
I love when the Garcia stock goes up. Anytime a Garcia in the world does something good,
yeah, I tell you,
I'm about it.
Steven Garcia is the leader on this defense, no doubt about it. He came through that line. He came through like a lightning bolt from the hand of Zeus and struck down that running play. My goodness. Santa Fe's defense has decided to step up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he read that play the whole time. And when you see Caleb Bell in the game, I mean, Texas City has ran every play. But you have to assume the ball is going to Caleb Bell.
Yeah, no doubt. I believe the previous play did not go to him, but let's see.
And off in the backfield.
Again, it's get more than one person on the ball. We've seen it all season long where if only one person gets to Caleb Bell, flag on the play. Might have been some extracurricular activity there. Let's see who it's against. If it's Texas City, that's not what you want if you're head coach Sean Evans.
Yeah, it's going to be third down. They lost about a yard on that play, and we'll see what they spot,
where
they spot it.
Personal foul, I believe, on Texas City. That's going to move them further back. And that Santa Fe sideline, the cheerleaders, the fans in the raincoats, they are getting fired up. We can hear them through the headsets in the press box. When I say they're loud, I mean they are loud.
Santa Fe has one of the most loyal sports fan bases in not only Galveston County but the state. Doesn't matter what sport it's going to be it football on a rainy night or baseball on a hot June afternoon, Santa Fe's fans are going to be there, and there are a few teams and a few schools in this area that are going to support and back their team unconditionally the way the Indians have.
Absolutely. It's the embodiment of Santa Fe strong. There's no doubt about that.
Brandon, can you talk about the turnaround that the Santa Fe Indians had from last year to this year?
Oh, you look at a team that last season was 0-10. Brought in Blake Ryder, and immediately his philosophies have been successful. He brought in the style from Texas City, and as a result, you're looking at a team that came in here with 5 wins on the season, still very much alive in the playoff chase. And the thing is that if it does turn out that they can't come back and win this game tonight, they still have a hope to get into the postseason. But regardless as to how it goes, it's an amazing turnaround for Santa Fe to go winless to being at a point to where they're playing a meaningful football game in late October with an opportunity to make the playoffs.
No doubt about it. No doubt. The turnaround for Santa Fe is almost historic in a sense. And right now, this defense is saying we're not done. We don't want it to just be a good turnaround. We want to be an amazing turnaround. We want to go into the playoffs and make a statement. Let's see if they can make a statement here as we have a very long third down.
Also, whenever we get a chance, we want to check out some of the scores that are happening around the county as well.
I tell you what, if it's me, I just hand it to Caleb Bell. He's got the big play potential. Here we go. Sweet play to the outside.
It's going to be brought down by number 11, the Santa Fe Indians. Guess who that is?
Stephen Garcia, again, the defensive leader. We saw there he actually helped Bell up to his feet. But I tell you what, it was before the plays, before Stephen Garcia got there, someone got to his feet, wrapped him up, stumbled him up. This is what I'm talking about, Gardy. It can't just be one person to get to Bell. You have to get hands on him and slow him down. Grip, hold on as tight as you can until your family can get there and help you out.
Yeah, and the Santa Fe Indians defense has stepped up this second quarter.
Yeah, this is some of the worst field position for Texas City all night long.
It's fourth down. The punt gets off this time. Santa Fe lets it bounce, and it's going to be down around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you, with a minute 44.
Still good field position, 1:44 to go. Santa Fe is in still great position to get back. They still have 2 timeouts left. And if you can get a big play that gets into the red zone, things become real interesting for the Indians.
Would like to thank M6 Global Defense and Legacy Collision for partnering and sponsoring. If you want to partner and and work with us, we would love to hear from you. You can send us an email, info@clearlifemedia.com. I just got word as this snap takes place for the Indians, they're going to pick up about a yard or 2 on the play, but there is a flag down that, as we are broadcasting in the rain, and you guys can see this, I guess we lost some camera equipment. I'm not even sure which camera it is, but it's one that I probably own personally.
Oh, no.
So, okay, so yeah, we're down some equipment, but you know, we love doing this and being able to make this happen, and we want to do more. You know, we've talked about this next season. What if we could do multiple games? You know, on the same night, all around the county. You know, the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Maybe you want it to be your business game of the week. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your ideas. How can we make this happen? We just want this to grow so we can keep spotlighting not only the sports, but we can spotlight the students.
Absolutely.
The programs, you know, the kids that are doing things that maybe don't even get the write-ups in the newspaper, you know, on Saturday morning, or, you know, the scores. But there's other kids, and they're doing amazing things as well. So we want to tell those stories. And all those stories are on clearlifemedia.com. The snap, and it's a fumble. Texas City gets back on it. It looks like it's going to be recovered.
Yeah, Santa Fe recovers that fumble. We don't mean to detract from what is a pivotal drive for the Santa Fe offense, but we absolutely love doing this. We love being here with good folks like Brandon. We love coming in and calling these high school games, especially when it's a crazy rainy weather game and anything can happen. So please hit us up. Let us know if you want to see more of us, and we would love to be there, and we'd love to, you know, call your games.
Shotgun formation for the Indians. Hard count. They're going in the air. And the Texas City defense makes another stop on that and an attempt at a catch.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been offsides, but there was no flag, and then it looked like it could have been interception, but apparently it was dropped.
Yeah.
And again, those officials have a better view than we do from way up here.
And I think the rain is a tattletale on that. With the grass and the turf being so wet, you could probably see the splash of the football to see, like, hey, that's a double. That ball definitely hit the grass.
Yeah, no doubt. But regardless of what we think happened, it's Santa Fe third down and a very important drive. Let's see what they go to here.
Under center. And another bobble and a fumble. Still got the handoff. He's still up. He's on his feet. It's going to be close to a first down.
And, guys, that hesitation might have made the difference on that play.
Absolutely. Yeah, Jackson Stroud actually doing the smart thing and just keep running like the play was still alive. And it led to a lot of those defenders kind of coming into the backfield, running past the play, so that all he had to do was beat one tackler, give or take, and just push his way to the first down.
Yeah, that little bobble added to moving the chains for Santa Fe. It's going to bring up first down, and he's in the air.
It's that same timing route.
And this one's picked.
Intercepted. It was that same timing route they tried earlier and got the defensive pass interference. This time the ball is underthrown, and Texas City picks it off. My goodness.
Huge momentum, Keller. I'd like to thank Watergrove Event Venue and Galveston College Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
My name is Paulina at Center for High School, and go Indians.
Hi, my name is Ryan Stubbs, president of B&O Construction, located here in the heart of League City, Texas. We offer...
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. And they're going to kneel that ball. Joey Duran, quarterback, as the clock is running down with about 20 seconds. Brandon, can we get some of the scores from around the county? What do we have going on Friday Night Lights?
Oh, one score. We'll take a look at the Galveston Daily News, our Gal Game Time scoreboard. Last we checked, we had Dickinson up 7-0 on Clear Creek. That was in the second quarter. That game should be approaching the half.
You can get a live shot of the Texas City Stings taking it to the locker room.
All right, guys. Actually, we've got a huge change here as Clear Creek, late in the first half, now leads 17-7, and that would be a huge shock with the Wildcats looking to get into the playoffs, pulling up the surprise on the road at Vitanza against the Gators.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can never tell what's going to happen on a Friday night game. My goodness. Right now we've got a score of 7-21. Texas City up over Santa Fe.
Would like to thank some of our sponsors: Troy Chase Realty Group, United Way, Galveston County Mainland, Portable Air and Heat, Texas First Bank. Reach out to us if you want to partner with us. Info@Clear Life Media. Send us a message on Facebook. We appreciate y'all taking the time to watch. And another way to support us is just to hit the share button. Let us know if you appreciate what we're doing, and we want to spotlight more students, more schools, more athletes as we expand in the coming years. And you may get a little bit of this halftime show in this very rainy day in Texas City.
And man, Gardy, I tell you, that right there was awesome. I don't know if you saw it, but the Texas City cheerleaders turned around, acknowledged the Santa Fe cheerleaders, and they just kind of had a moment of celebration like, yeah, we're still going to go out and perform in this weather. That was really cool, actually.
Yeah, and as this halftime takes place, even though the cheerleaders are out there, you can see like the bands have left. I understand that with their instruments.
Yeah, no doubt. I tell you, the rain, the wind, no lightning though. Thank goodness. This game's going to go through.
Yeah, and the Astros are still up 2-0 over the Phillies, so that's some good news right there.
That's easy for you to say.
Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
I mean, it was love at first sight for me. Couldn't ask for a better place.
No fluff, just straight work. Whether you're an athlete or not, you want the best of the best. It's intense, focused, and probably one of the best gyms here in Texas.
Nobody judges you here. You can put 500 pounds on a bar and squat. Nobody's gonna look weird. They're actually gonna cheer you and actually help you up.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people. We work our asses off, but we have a good time doing it.
When I first joined here, I legit felt like I was at the candy store, you know.
When you see the different bodybuilder icons, it's inspiration, motivation to make you step your game up. Everybody's in here working. It's not your commercial gyms. The myth is there are a bunch of meatheads that about to walk around with big egos, but that's not the case here. Everybody's really pretty nice, helpful.
We have enough equipment to actually have for everybody to come in and feel like they can actually get a good workout in without having to wait.
The people here are great. A lot of the members here, are like family. It's just a big family.
Hi, my name is Gina Welsh. I'm the Executive Director for the Santa Fe, Texas Education Foundation. Today we are at our second annual Pulling for Education Skeet Shoot here in Texas City. Events like this are key to growing our foundation because we support our students and our teachers. Thank you for getting engaged with the foundation through purchasing owls, through making general donations, buying tickets to events and sponsorships. We are so grateful for the support of the Santa Fe and surrounding communities.
Here at Gracious Heart Home Care, the patient is in control.
Our caregivers arrive with a smile, ready to work and give the best care.
Our job is to provide in-home care and ensuring our clients receive great quality care. We ensure that they can remain at the place they'd rather be.
With Gracious Hearts Home Care Services, you'll never have to worry about your family needs not being met. Not only do we strive for great care, but our customer service is A+ as well.
Because there's no other hearts that care like Gracious Hearts Home Care.
This fall, you need to be at Abundant Life with a whole range of activities for the entire family.
I am not gonna doubt God.
Join us October 31st for Hallelujah Harvest, an evening of games, food, concerts, and a car show. Evangelist Perry Stone will be preaching October 28th through the 30th. Bring a friend and #SharePerry on social media.
And you will be changed when you hear and feel the heart of God.
The annual Unshakable Conference is November 6th through the 9th. With our amazing lineup of pastors, we're believing God will move through you and your entire family.
When you are driven by anointing rather than ambition, nothing can stop you.
Join us at our many services, Sunday at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., Wednesdays at 7 p.m., special Spanish service on Sundays at 2 p.m. and Thursday at 7 p.m. Prayer night is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. This fall at Abundant Life Christian Center in Lamarck, Texas. Abundant Life, the place of love and healing.
And we are back live in Texas City, Texas. It's currently halftime, a very rainy football game taking place here in Texas City. Your Texas City Stings are right now winning 21 over your Santa Fe Indians. I have to say your because these are two local teams and it's playoff implications, but we're broadcasting live, and it's been an exciting game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Less than 20 minutes apart, depending on how fast you drive. And folks, you can see it. You can see it on the field. There are puddles of rain, water beginning to collect. It's been a muddy, sloppy game for both sides. But it's been a fun one, too, at the same time. I tell you, it's playoff implications. It's just fun all around. And it's Halloween, coming up on Halloween here. And you can look off in the distance and see the factory smog coming over with the rain. It's very spooky. And I tell you what, whoever loses this game, their season's going to have a spooky horror turn. But whoever wins it, you know, going on into Thanksgiving and Christmas, going to be some time to celebrate.
You know, the Santa Fe Indians are currently down right now. If you're the coach for the Indians, who used to be a coach for the Texas City Stings, what do you think he's telling his players?
Yeah, I think head coach Blake Ryder needs to say more of what we got in that second half. They were able to put points on the board, and they were able to stop the Texas City offense altogether. That was a very good second half, or excuse me, second quarter for Santa Fe. You want more of the same coming out. And if you're the head coach of Texas City, if you're Sean Evans, we got to get back on track. We got to get those blocks, got to get the blocks moving on offense, be able to move the defenders around and try to establish the run game the way we had it going in the first quarter. It's really been a tale of two quarters so far, even though it's a two-score game.
You know, that first half went by pretty quick, and I think it's because of all the running plays. You know, with that clock running.
Yeah, a lot of run plays and a lot of fumbled snaps. It's actually on the field right now. We've got some of the kids sliding around in the rain. We can literally see them getting sliding running starts. It is a slippery, wet game out there, folks. My gosh. And the rain, Gardy, the rain is picking up. It's letting up. The wind, but the wind is persistent. It's not effective for pass plays. And we saw at the end of the half there that those long passes that Santa Fe is trying to connect with, those long timing routes, are getting caught up in the wind. You can see the way the wind is blowing right now. It actually pulled that ball back and led to that Texas City interception to end the half.
We also have the Astros up on the screen, the score, and you can also see there's a ticker at the bottom. Oklahoma and Iowa State plays this Saturday, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, college football is my game. I'll say go Stros because I got a lot of friends and family out here that love the Astros, but college football is where I live.
I gotta ask you, and I think I can take a wild guess at who your team is, but who are you rooting for college football?
Big Alabama fan all the way. Roll Tide. Much to many people's chagrin, Roll Tide, roll.
You know, we're joined by Brandon here as well. Brandon, what kind of first half stats did we have in that action that took place tonight?
Oh, really, it's been the Caleb Bell Show for the entire evening for Texas City. 9 carries. He has 137 yards on the ground. Maurice Burton's got 2 carries, 22 yards. One of those ended up being a 15-yard touchdown on his first carry. Clyde Burton, 1 carry for a loss of 4 yards. And that's it for Texas City. They have yet to throw a pass. And when you look at the fact that Santa Fe has held the ball far more than Texas City in the first half, one would think that Santa Fe would be more effective offensively. But Texas City, they used a quick strike, the 71-yard, the 64-yard runs by Bell in the first quarter, put them out in the lead. Their defense has done a good job of maintaining that lead going into intermission.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the big strike potential, that Texas City running attack. And normally when you think about a team that can score quickly, you think about big passes. You think about chucking the ball downfield, the big, pretty deep ball. But for this team so far, it has been the run plays. It has been running your way from 140 to the end zone and running from the 30 to the end zone. And that's kind of been the bread and butter, so to speak, of Texas City all season long.
It has been, and especially when you look at Caleb Bell, who has been the focal point of the offense. But they do have guys who can make big plays. Maurice Burton is a guy who's made numerous plays throughout the season. You look at Ricky Green, when he's given the opportunity, he has been an effective runner. Clyde Burton has shown flashes. So Bell is the featured guy, but Sean Evans will tell you that he can give the ball to as many as 6 different players and feel confident about getting production out of them. Now, the big problem for Texas City has been penalties thus far, and it has been a bugaboo for them this evening despite the lead. They've got 6 penalties right now for 45 yards. But fortunately, the 2 turnovers and the 2 long Bell touchdown runs are a big reason why Evans can kind of look back and not be too upset on that. However, you know full well that next week, with everything on the line, if they're able to hold on to this game, he's going to look for this team to ease those mistakes out. If you're trying to make a run in November, you've got to ease the mistakes away. And week 10 of the season, you're still making mistakes that you're still making in August. That's not something a coach is going to feel real happy about on Saturday morning when they look at the film.
Absolutely. You know, it's not always the best team that wins and goes into the playoffs. It's the team that plays the best. And I don't think at least in the games we've covered, I don't think we've seen Texas City's best game of football yet, because they're consistently finding these penalties and turnovers and things of that nature. It's just been an interesting team to watch all around, because you get excited one minute and then the next it's kind of,
Yeah.
Like, how excited can you get when you're back? You might accumulate 60 yards on a run, but only because you got 10 yards of penalties prior to that.
Brandon, who do you think the weather's affecting more?
It's obviously affecting Santa Fe, because Santa Fe is a team that likes to be balanced on the ground, be a balanced offense. They like to get the ball in the air, and a couple of times I've seen them this season, they have been an effective team when throwing the football. Unfortunately, because of the weather conditions, they've only thrown the ball twice, one of them being an interception. So that takes away from the heart of the offense, because a lot of their skill guys are their receivers. And when you can't get those guys downfield with those sure hands able to stretch a defense out, it really limits a lot of what the Indians have been able to do here in the first half.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we mentioned it earlier, the big pass downfield definitely got caught up in the rain and the wind, came up short, and that's what led to that kind of end of the half interception that Texas City got. These deep pass timing routes, they're just not working the same way when the pass coming out of the quarterback's hands is slipping and then the ball in the air is getting caught up in the rain. It's not just one of those where you see a drop and it's affected by the rain. The pass from start to finish, the timing of everything is slowed down by this rain and this weather, and it's just destroying the Santa Fe offense, unfortunately.
Oh, there's no doubt it has been. But the thing is that with the weather starting to look as if it's easing up, the forecast said that it would begin easing up around 8:15, 8:30. You'd figure that the Indians could have a second half where they're able to open things up. One advantage that they will have is that this is a very good draining stadium here at TCISD, so the rain accumulation won't be as bad as it would be in some other stadiums when you look at the situation here. That's the thing that Blake Ryder is going to have to hold his team on. If he's in the locker room, he's probably telling these guys, look, despite all that has gone wrong for us, we're still 2 scores down. All we have to do is make a couple of stops, get our offense clicking, and we're back in this game.
Got to give an update Kyle Tucker just hit his second home run of the first game of the World Series. It was a 3-run home run to put the Houston Astros up 5-0 over the Philadelphia Phillies.
Philly, don't pitch to Kyle Tucker. Not good.
Don't pitch to Kyle Tucker tonight, game 1 of the World Series. That's my advice. You may want to walk him at least for the rest of the game.
My goodness. Brandon, you mentioned that it's a well-draining field, and I think you're spot on that, because there were puddles on the field at the beginning of this or the beginning of this halftime, and now I'm not really seeing any. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a very interesting second half. I think Santa Fe might come out trying to gunsling a little bit.
I think there's no question that they will, because again, Case Albright is an effective quarterback that can move the ball downfield with his arm. He also is someone that has shown mobility when given the opportunity to run over the course of this season. It's a case of where Santa Fe used this first half to just try to minimize mistakes and try to keep Texas City in check. They were able to minimize mistakes to an extent, but in the first quarter, Caleb Belton's 2 long touchdown runs just really threw them off balance. But when they got the advantage of Duran with the mistake of kneeing down on the punt, the short field, they got the touchdown. That was the confidence boost that they needed. And the way the defense played in the last 8 minutes or so in the second quarter, that's got to give the Indians a huge sense of confidence, knowing that we are still on par with this team. We took their best shot in the first 16 to 17 minutes of this game, but we're still standing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be the halftime adjustment. Santa Fe needs more of the same coming out in the second half. You need to remind them that we're still in this game. We managed to push them back at the end of the second quarter, and they absolutely spot on. I agree entirely. They need more of the same coming out here in the third.
You know, the thing that was interesting, I think the most interesting play of that first half was the decision for the Santa Fe Indians to do that fake punt on the 15-yard line or so.
Yes.
That was, it got blown up, and then a one-play, 15-yard touchdown for Texas City to put them up with 21 points.
Yeah, and I think that was just trying to get something going on offense, because that offense was a bit of a train wreck in that first half. A lot of fumbles, a lot of penalties, a lot of drop passes, or excuse me, not drop passes, but drop handoffs, and everything in between that you could imagine. And it was just trying to maybe get a glimmer of hope, and what it did instead was put Texas City up 21-0.
Yeah, and you had called it that the defense, they were stacked. They had one guy back, and everybody they looked like they were looking for either that fake or they were trying to blitz the punter because, hey, we got him backed up against the goal line.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe might have, it's one of those things, I can see it from up here, but who knows, maybe from the angle they had it wasn't quite as obvious. But regardless, it's all in the past now. Santa Fe needs to come out in the second half, and it looks like the rain is almost stopped, actually.
Yeah.
I'm seeing little drops, but compared to what we had in that first quarter, Brandon, it's letting up. Santa Fe, this might be a full-powered Santa Fe offense coming out in this third quarter.
Mother Nature might be an Indians fans, guys. That's the way that Blake Ryder has got to look at it from this aspect. The offense will be able to open up. They will be able to get the ball downfield to their receivers. Certainly expect them to throw the ball more than twice in the second half, and that is something that they're going to want to do in order to stretch that defense out of Texas City. And at the same time, Texas City just needs to know we're still 2 scores up. We don't have to be pretty about this game tonight. We've got a 2-score lead. If we just hold on to the ball, avoid the penalties, and keep the clock moving, we're going to come out of here with the win.
Absolutely. And I think you said it there. How many pass attempts, one more time, Santa Fe have in the first half?
There were 2, and that was exactly the number of combined pass attempts that we had in the first half, because Texas City did not throw the ball in the first 24 minutes.
I'd like to take this time to thank TCISD Foundation for the Future, Species Gym in Texas City, Mainland Tool and Supply in Texas City. We're going to take a quick break. We have 6 minutes left before this third quarter of action here in Texas City.
Here at Gracious Heart Home Care, the patient is in control.
Our caregivers arrive with a smile, ready to work and give the best care.
Our job is to provide in-home care and ensuring our clients receive great quality care. We ensure that they can remain at the place they'd rather be.
With Gracious Hearts Home Care Services, you'll never have to worry about your family.
My name is Joey Duran with the Texas City Stings. You're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Book your next event, wedding, quince, or party at the elegant Water Grove event venue off Interstate 45 in Dickinson, Texas. Overlooking the Dickinson Bayou, there is space for every event. From the large ballroom to the game room, there's plenty of fun activities for your guests. Visit thewatergrove.com to learn how Water Grove is the destination for you.
Every October, an island mysteriously emerges from the bay. Disembark alongside a crew of cannibal pirates. Encounter the witch, Mon Maxine, gruesome sea creatures, and even the pirate king himself. Experience true terror every week this October at Terror Isle.
You're watching the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week halftime show on Clear Life Media. Presented by Ron Carter League City Ram Chrysler Jeep Dodge, RonCarterLeagueCity.com. United Way Galveston County Mainland. United we will. The United Way Galveston County Mainland is tackling the tough problems in our community. Troy Chase Realty Group. Find your dream home.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit RonCarterLeagueCity.com.
I'm Leonard Woolsey, publisher of the Daily News in Galveston Island, Texas. Now, the Daily News is the oldest newspaper in the state of Texas, older than the state itself. Since 1842, we've been delivering local journalism to people in this community. The Daily News is for everyone, but not everything in the Daily News is for everyone. The idea is we provide you content for today, help you look at tomorrow, and also all the content that's been generated in the history of Galveston County.
Let's budget.
I like to think that this is an important part of what we do here in Galveston County as well as here on Galveston Island.
Inside the Texas Department
The stories we tell are important. They're about people's lives. They impact people's lives day in and day out. We know every day when we produce news, the news that we put out there matters to our community, but we are also providing news to our community about how to take care of them and their loved ones. Pick up a Daily News or go to galvnews.com today. The Galveston County Daily News. News you can trust and stories you can rely on.
Welcome back to Texas City. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We have just about 2 minutes left in the half. Just had the opportunity to talk to the superintendent, Dr. Bott, for Santa Fe ISD, and he just wanted to say hello and let you guys know, go Indians.
Oh, my goodness. And I tell you what, coming up in the second half, I think it's going to be a really good one. The rain has picked back up quite a bit, but I tell you, it's only a 14-point game. We've got a big second half here. Again, playoff implications. Watch to see two teams come out, and these fans aren't really going anywhere. Man.
Got some scores for you guys. Second quarter, Hitchcock just scored, the number 2 team in the state. Looks like they're on their way to be undefeated. They're leading Hallettsville 21-7 in that one. Start up the third quarter. It is 17-7. That is Clear Creek leading Dickinson by that count. Couple of games from last night. Galveston ball there, closing down Kerrville Stadium. And they did it in grand style. 83-0 was the final over Houston Northside. So the Tours, an undefeated regular season. They are district champs, and they will be looking to get into the postseason when that begins in a couple of weeks. Clear Falls, they're a step closer to clinching a district championship. They beat Clear Lake 28-14. One game that we were looking to get some information on, that was Nederland Port Neches Groves. Guys, they are getting weather the weather that is hitting us, they're starting to get a taste of it there, and they have been in a weather delay for more than an hour right now. So there's a good chance they will be playing that game well into early Saturday morning at this point.
Oh, man. And I tell you what, it's just been a absolutely crazy season of football and crazy week for Clear Life Media. I tell you what, if you want to support us, we'll absolutely take some donations at this point. I know we've lost some equipment in this rain, this crazy weather that's going on. And if you want to book us, you want to bring us in, call some of your sports. It doesn't have to be football. It can be anything you want. Clear Life, it's info@clearlifemedia.com.
Yeah, send us an email. We want to hear from you guys. And we are excited to be able to make this happen, as it looks like the Santa Fe Indians are taking the field. Texas City is getting prepped to come back out of the tunnel. It's going to be an exciting third quarter of action. There are huge playoff implications taking place tonight, and here come the Texas City Stings as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a wild one. As the rain, we thought it was going to let up. It's picked back up.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate. It let down for about the last 10 minutes of halftime, and then it picked up right whenever they were getting it started.
And that's really just been the story of this weather. And when I looked at the weather report earlier, I think it said 50%, but no doubt it's been 100% rain. Just at what degree, at what amount? It's been pouring at some points and sprinkling at others. It's, man, and it's absolutely played a factor in this game too. A lot of fumbles, a lot of turnovers. It's been a sloppy game, but sloppy weather to go with it. And Texas City will receive the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, Santa Fe has their kickoff team taking the field, and here come the Texas City Stings. They're currently up 21-7 in this first half of action.
It'll be interesting to see, can Santa Fe continue where they left off defensively in that in that first half? They managed to stop that run game. I'm curious if they can do it again here.
Well, they were able to do so at the end of the first half. I think a lot of it was just in a predictable sense because of the weather. But again, with the halftime adjustments, we'll wait and see what Texas City does, if they will throw a wrinkle or two that goes beyond just handing the ball to Caleb Bell.
Here's the kickoff for Santa Fe. Texas City has the ball. They're still up and running at the 40. Going to be brought down about the 43-yard line, where Texas City will start their drive.
Yeah, it's even affecting kickoffs and special teams. We're seeing short punts, short kickoffs. The rain and the weather is absolutely playing a factor here.
I wonder if it's a matter of time before we see an onside or a little pooch kick attempt trying to catch the other team off guard.
Yeah, in this weather, I would not risk it. That ball might take a crazy bounce. You just never know what's going to happen. And Caleb Bell is in. You got to believe that defense is honed in on 22 here to start the third. Let's see what happens.
Quarterback Joey Duran pitch to the outside to Caleb Bell. He's still up about the 40-yard line, met by multiple Santa Fe Indian defenders and brought down.
Really good job by Santa Fe there. Hit that perimeter. Don't let a man push you out of the zone. Get to the perimeter and don't let Bell get to the outside. And Bell slow to get to the huddle. A little bit of jaw jacking there from 22.
His last four carries have been 0, -2, -1, 6, and 0. So the fact that Santa Fe is basically throwing 9 men, basically at the entire 10 men actually up front to try to slow Bell down here.
They're coming for him. Here he goes. He has some room.
Yeah, Brandon, they're doing a great job of forcing him to that perimeter. They may not even tackle him, but they're going to force him out of bounds and prevent those big, big runs.
It's going to bring up third down. Santa Fe, the defense knows that Texas City hasn't passed the ball this game, right? So
absolutely, just put 10 men in the box and force them to throw. But I tell you, after that second touchdown, we were talking about him being close to 150 yards. Santa Fe said absolutely not. He is nowhere. He's getting pushed backwards so far.
Shotgun formation, quarterback Joey Duran, quick handoff, met in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss.
He got thumped. Number 33, that was number 33 for Santa Fe, Dustin Haney, the junior, met Caleb Bell in the backfield, said, no, sir, you will not get back to the line of scrimmage on my watch. Put him down. Santa Fe's defense is fired up. And, folks, the rain is starting to let up. It's letting up again just as Santa Fe is getting the ball back.
Also, number 81, Franklin Alfaro in there as well. to make the stop. And the Indians got exactly what they needed here to start the third quarter. They got a 3 and out. They'll get the opportunity to get their offense back on the field.
Yeah, fantastic start if you're a Santa Fe Indian. Oh. And that was a dropped punt return there. Number 17, trying to get the name here, Jarrett Pacala, called for the fair catch. He knew that was going to be a tough one to wrangle in. He still had a hard time with it, even with the fair catch called. Near disaster averted for Santa Fe. They're still going to get a chance on offense.
Got a score out from Brookshire. It is Brookshire leading Lamarck 33-7. They are in the third quarter.
Awesome. Yeah, please keep us updated with those scores, Brendan, if you can.
Santa Fe with the first down. Quick. Oh, they lost the ball. It's still bouncing around in this weather. Texas
City ball.
Texas City acting like they got it. And it looks like, I believe they do.
I tell you, Zyron Scott, number 14, got in the backfield before the handoff could even happen.
And looks like Santa Fe was able to get the ball back. Stroud able to hold on to the ball when it looked like he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, again, I guess the officials have a better view than we do, no doubt about that. But, yeah, Zyron Scott, an excellent play regardless of the result. As the ball was even being handed off, he was making contact with someone. Great hustle play there from the Texas City defense. And as this rain begins to pick up again, I think we're going to get to see some of this defense really showing out.
Quick handoff in the back. It's going to be a short gain, bring up third down.
Yeah, I believe that was another handoff to Stroud. Santa Fe kind of picking up where they were in the first quarter. You know they want to be balanced. They want to try to make a point to get both sides of that offense going. But so far, Texas City has done a great job shutting them down and making them kind of dribble left-handed, if you will.
Third down, and Santa Fe is trying to move those chains.
Their team will only have 4 first downs here this evening.
My goodness.
2 of those by penalty.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. How many by penalty?
Case Albright under center. Out to Stroud. He has room to run.
Close.
That's going to be very close. It looks like they give him a first down.
Move the chains. Good job staying on his feet. He had a man hit him probably about 3 yards shy, but he kept his balance, kept moving forward. The momentum carried him forward, got the first down. I believe you said that was the 5th first down, correct?
Yes.
Good, good. That's actually what you want if you're a Santa Fe fan. Let's try to get some momentum here because, again, it's just a 2-possession game.
Santa Fe with the first down. They've had some success on these third downs here recently, you know, in the second quarter and so far in the third. See if they can build on this drive. Hand off to Stroud in the back. He's still up. Fighting for about 2 yards there.
And I got to wonder if head coach Blake Ryder was thinking that the rain might actually favor Santa Fe because they like to line up under center so much, because they like to put a fullback in there and just hand the ball off to set up their passing game. But so far, that's really been hurting them more. A lot of fumbles, a lot of things like that. But on this drive, living 3-4 yards at a time, 3-4 yards of play, maybe trying to get something going here. And I'm curious here if we're going to eventually see that play action pass because they are running the ball so consistently, handing off to Jackson Stroud.
Lined up under center, Albright. Play action. Handoff. It's going to be a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, there was a man in motion early. I believe that's what you meant. But it was another handoff, and that was not Albright. I think that was number 7. His jersey's kind of crunched up there. That was number 7, Joseph Floyd. Want to make sure I got the name right.
Just his 5th carry of the evening.
Man, and I tell you, I'm patiently awaiting some sort of play action, some sort of maybe a sweep play, something to kind of fake out this what's basically been an ISO run over and over again.
Yeah, catch him in like it's a lull. You know, catch him in a lull.
Yeah, it's almost hypnotic. You just keep running the same play over and over. Here's a sweep play.
Sweep to the outside.
Yeah, nothing going. Texas City was all on that. You could see it almost as soon as the ball hit the running back's hands, he was stutter stepping. He saw stings everywhere he could look. Got brought down. I think he got maybe back to the line of scrimmage on that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
You can see the Texas City defense pretty hyped, celebrating that stop right there.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned it earlier. Sean Evans said he went into the weight room on Monday ready to give a speech. No speech needed. Texas City, those players have been ready all week long for this game.
The snap and the punt, he got the punt away.
Yeah, just barely, but it takes a roll.
Great bounce for Santa Fe. That was number 3 for Texas City, Clyde Bruton, with the return.
And this is something of a win for Santa Fe. It does switch field position around a bit, and that forces Texas City to be more mindful of penalties and turnovers, 2 things that they have struggled with over the course of the season. Again, with 6:01 to go in the third quarter, the Indians are looking to just try to get Texas City to make a mistake and try to get the opportunity to cash in on that mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. And field position has been the big key here so far for Texas City, trying to get this offense going in the second.
Joey Duran, it was a fake handoff. Oh, he's met by some Santa Fe defenders and brought down. It's going to be a big loss for Texas City.
Yeah, that is a loss of 7 on that one.
Yeah, that was actually a read option. He was trying to look at the defender, and of course the defender goes after Caleb Bell thinking he's getting that handoff, and so tried to shoot to the outside, but there were just too many Santa Fe players that were just up on that play, knew exactly where it was going.
Yeah, he knew where to go.
Loss.
Nowhere to go on that one. Texas City is up 21-7. It's going to bring up second down and about 15 yards. Under center, handoff. Caleb Bell up the middle. He's going to pick up that loss that they had right there.
Yeah, and Brandon, I tell you, Santa Fe is doing a great job of closing up those gaps. Bell is not getting through those openings the same way he was in the first quarter.
No, again, he had the 71 and 64-yard runs in the first quarter. Since then, his longest run has been 7 yards.
My goodness. Yeah, that's absolutely what you want. You got to think maybe the energy came through for Texas City. Texas City came in hyped up, but Santa Fe with the consistent energy. They weren't fired up in the beginning, but they're going to play as hard in the first quarter as they are in the fourth. They're going to keep hitting you in the mouth. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing here as we go into the middle of the third quarter.
Joey Duran under center. Handoff. It's a sweep to the outside. Caleb Bell. He's still up. It's going to be a short gain, and the clock is still ticking. It is the third quarter, and there's about 4.5 minutes left in this quarter.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he did not make the tackle on that play, but Steven Garcia got in the backfield, got Bell to change his momentum. He could not run downfield, and he had to shift position to run into the defenders that would eventually make the tackle.
This brings up fourth down.
My goodness, Santa Fe's defense is playing lights out since they gave up those initial plays.
If you're watching this, feel free to share this out if you're watching on social media. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Maybe you have some family members or friends that are playing in tonight's game, and it doesn't look like it's raining if you're watching on your phone or even on your TV, but it is still raining. The rain is coming down, just not as heavy as it was earlier. And the snap is off. The kick, it looks like it was blocked.
It was partially blocked, and that is going to give Santa Fe excellent field position at the Texas City 44-yard line with 3:45 to go. And the rain easing up a bit, and that has got to be great news for Santa Fe's offense, because this is perhaps the opportunity that they might need, that they desperately need, I should say, to get their offense in gear and get some balance into it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Santa Fe likes to run a lot of run sweep plays kind of to the outside, get those receivers in motion, open up the pass with that, and that's going to all come into play now if this rain continues to stay dry, if things continue to stay dry right here on this drive. Very curious what the play call will be here for head coach Blake Ryder.
And all this was set up from that good punt that Santa Fe had on their drive earlier, setting up that field position.
Yeah, special teams. Oh, I believe a Santa Fe Indian might have jumped first and drew the defenders off sides. Let's see what the call is here.
That's what was a bit of a break for Santa Fe, because originally the ball was down at the 44, but the official spotted it at the 40.
Oh, you're correct. Yeah. Interesting. It makes me wonder if maybe a Texas City player touched it first.
Oh, penalty on the sting. So it's a 1st and 5 for Santa Fe.
Yeah, and for this Santa Fe team that's lived 5 yards of play, this absolutely opens up everything for them.
It also stops the clock, at least momentarily.
Yeah, the penalty will stop the clock for just a bit.
7 penalties for 55 yards right now for Texas City.
Again, we talked about that. The Texas City team, this is kind of their story. It's home run hits and strikeouts all around.
Yeah, and this has been a quick third quarter, as there's been a lot of run plays and run attempts. Run to the outside. He's still up. It's going to be close to a first down. It looks like they may give it to him, and the chains are moving.
Yeah, the chains are moving. That was just big man football. These are high school players playing man football right there. You move two big tight ends over to that right side in motion, and then you hand the ball off to Jackson Stroud and let him do the work. He's been doing it all night, Brandon.
He has been. It moves the chains for Santa Fe. One thing I was going to say before Texas City punted the ball, his last 8 carries, Caleb Bell has just 10 yards.
My goodness, shout out to Santa Fe. They're doing the unthinkable.
That's a stat brought to you by M6 Global Defense. Here's the snap.
Fumble.
It's a fumble in the back. Brought down by number 30, and I think that's number 99 for the Texas City Stings.
Hey, that was more than just one player, but we'll give credit to 99. My goodness.
Emmanuel Perez, the senior.
Man, I tell you what, the rain has let up, but I guess the ball is still getting slick. Even if it's just it's kind of like, I had a teacher tell me one time, what's the difference between wet and wetter? Because if something's just wet, that's just what it is. You know, how do you tell, right?
Right.
And like for us, it's like, oh, the rain's let up, but that's still a wet football out there. They're trying to play football with.
Also like to thank Who's Hoot Realty Group and Terror Isle Adventures. We have a second down coming up and about 13 to go. Quick handoff in the backfield. It's going to be close to the original line of scrimmage. That was number 22 for Santa Fe with the run.
Actually, I believe it was Joseph Floyd, I believe.
That was 7. It was Floyd.
Yeah, Joseph Floyd on the carry there.
I was looking on the lineup. I was like, we don't have a 22.
All good, man.
I'm blaming it on the rain.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't see what's going on.
No worries, man. No worries. Happens to all of us. Except Brandon. Brandon's pretty much flawless.
Brandon's on it. Brandon's on it. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We have a third down and about 11 yards to go. Santa Fe, number 6, Case Albright under center. Yes. Lined up. Quick handoff. That's again to number 7. Joseph Floyd.
Man, I tell you what, Santa Fe has to open up as they're stopped there on third down to open up to stopped on third down to bring up 4th down and 10. They have to open up this offense. I know it's still raining. I know they're having trouble with the snaps, but this is win or go home essentially for the playoffs. So why not open up that play? I know. Oh, wait a minute. We've got referee. Was there a flag on the play?
I think meeting.
No, they're looking to move the clock.
Keep the clock moving. Gotcha,
yeah, it's 1 minute and 6 seconds left in this third quarter. Handoff. Oh,
flea flicker.
He's looking for some room to run. And there's a flag on the play. Texas City did make a stop.
I gotta believe that's gonna wind up being on Santa Fe as that play got a little bit busted. You most likely had an offensive lineman grab a jersey. Let's see what happened.
There's less than a minute in this third quarter.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be against Santa Fe as you see Sean Evans and the Texas City offense out, and you see the chains being moved for Texas City as they'll spot the ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, they'll spot it at the 29-yard line for Texas City. So an opportunity for Santa Fe comes and goes as the Stings defense, again, makes the stop and keeps Santa Fe still stuck at 7.
Yeah, and I give credit to them for opening up the playbook, but I don't know if I agree with it on 4th down opening up the playbook.
And 10.
That was 4th and 10. It's an interesting call. It's it's what do?
Right. That defensive stop was brought to you by TCISD Education Foundation for the Future. It's going to bring up first down for the Texas City Stings. Some action number 3 rolling out to the right. Santa Fe's defense is expecting the run.
And you got to believe, if I'm Texas City, even though they've shut down Bell, just keep handing the ball off. And like Brandon mentioned earlier, it's not just Bell. Hand it off to anyone and everyone that can take it. Try to get some yards, keep that clock moving, and get out of here with a win.
Yes, the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. There's about 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. It'll be interesting to see if they can get another playoff.
Just the second carry of the evening for Burton.
Texas City coming to the line of scrimmage. Joey Duran is in shotgun formation. Calls for the ball. Quick handoff. Sweep out to the outside. He's still up. He's at the 40. It's going to be enough just for the first down.
Yeah, yard past the first down. It looks like they've decided if they're going to hone in on Bell, let's give it to the rest of this team. Let's see if the rest of the team can carry us.
That's Clyde Bruton, number 3 for the Texas City Stings with the run and the first down.
That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Again, Texas City Stings leading the Santa Fe Indians 21-7 here in the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Alberto Rios, I go to Santa Fe High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
Just out of reach, the intended receiver was number 8 for Texas City. That's Kenyon Parker.
And that, my friends, was the first pass of the night by the Texas City Stingrays.
Yeah, it's absolutely been all run game so far. Interesting that as we're calling for Santa Fe to throw the ball, Texas City makes a decision to throw it and stop the clock. But yeah, interesting play calls all around here tonight, but I'm not a head coach. I just talk for a living.
You almost have to, I think, at least attempt to mix it up whenever the rain is down, just to switch it up on the Santa Fe defense, give them a different look, make them think about it, so that way it opens up the run game a little bit more. There's up the middle. That was number 23 for Texas City. Maurice Burton with the run.
Yeah, and, you got to think, too, I guess, if you're trying to rationalize the decision, I guess if you complete that pass, if you do have a long pass play to start the fourth quarter, that could be the dagger in such a close game, because we haven't really had scores since early in the second quarter.
Also, thank you to the Santa Fe Texas Education Foundation. Thank you to Species Gym in Texas City for sponsoring, partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Shotgun formation, Joey Duran trying to get his players in order. They're going to whistle that play dead.
Timeout by Texas City.
Yeah, Sean Evans saw the same thing you did, Gardy. He saw those players kind of talking, confused, called that timeout. Want to get this straightened out in such a close, pivotal game here.
You get a shot of the Texas City student section. They're still out here. They've been out here all night. Rain, shine, they're out here to cheer on their Stings. Classmates, they're hoping for that victory tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got to tell you, I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's a packed stadium. I'm not going to pretend that both sides are packed, but the fans that are here for both sides are loyal, screaming. Brandon even said it himself. That Santa Fe crowd, the Santa Fe fans are ravenous. They are dedicated. They want to cheer no matter what.
They're loud, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Texas City's coming back to the field. Looks like they've talked it over in the timeout.
Yeah, depending on how this game goes, this could be a pivotal third down here. Let's see what could happen for Texas City.
Thank you to B&O Construction and Galveston College for helping us make this broadcast possible. Joey Duran, looks like there's a flag on the play. I think the Santa Fe, it's intercepted, but there is a flag.
Yeah, free play. Just step out of bounds, young man. Oh.
Some more flags.
And I believe Texas City, or excuse me, Santa Fe is going to have multiple flags because obviously they got the free play on the offsides, and there was a big hit down on the field, knocked number 72's helmet off, and he was hot about it.
You know, it's the extracurricular activities and the penalties and the things that, hey, we don't need that. You know, as a coach, has to drive you a little bit crazy, but you gotta fix these things. You know, the end of the season's coming up, and there's playoff implications on the line.
Yeah, absolutely. Good call. Good job there, though, from Texas City, getting that hard count, making the player jump off sides. Let him give you – I don't think it'll quite be a first down, but with the penalty after the interception, it might as well be.
They're going to be moving that ball.
Let's see if we can get a call. What exactly was the call? Because there were multiple fouls, one after the interception and obviously the one before the play.
Also would like to thank Texas First Bank and Who's Hoot Realty Group for partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
And they will move the chains. Yeah, that personal foul after the interception that didn't even count. That was what. Oh no! Wait, they moved the chains back. They've changed their mind.
Yeah. So what it was that the encroachment was the penalty. So the flag that was thrown after the interception does not count.
Gotcha. Okay. And because I guess if they would have taken the penalty, the interception would have counted.
Yes.
Understood. Okay. Yeah. Keep me straight, Brandon. Keep me straight, brother.
Got about a yard to go on this. Is 3rd down and 1.
Yeah. Give it to the big man on this one. Oh, that's a false start. Yeah. Just little movement, and that completely erases everything that happened in the previous play. My goodness. How many penalties? Can you give us some penalty stats?
That is 8th penalty for Texas City, 70 yards on the evening, and instead of a 3rd and 1 where you just know you could give it to your sledgehammer, it's a 3rd and 6, and you would think that the Stings are not going to throw the ball. They'll try to perhaps use their speed outside to try to stretch Santa Fe's defense.
Yeah, and Santa Fe's had been all over that in this second half so far.
Thank you, United Way, Galveston County Mainland, and Troy Chase Realty Group. Texas City is lining up on the line of scrimmage with 3rd down and about 5 or 6 yards to go. The referees are coming in and going to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks like confusion by the referees. And this is actually one of the few times we've seen Texas City kind of come together and really figure out the play beforehand. Really make sure they get themselves straight for this 3rd down.
Shotgun formation. Joey Duran and Caleb Bell in the backfield. Look like they're going to air it out one more time.
Underthrown.
Oh! That was number 17 with the defensive stop for Santa Fe, Jarrett Pacala.
Yeah,
I apologize for that name pronunciation.
Yeah, we've called his name quite a bit, and I don't know how many times we've got it right. But either way, well played football, young man. My goodness.
It's going to bring up 4th down for Texas City.
And Brandon, I tell you what, that was a lot of moving the ball, moving the chains forward, moving them backwards, just to get a 3rd down play for a drop pass.
And the good news for Santa Fe is that, again, they get another stop. And with 11 minutes, 1 second left in this game, again, still down 2 scores. They just need a play, a spark from their offense to try to get back into this.
And no doubt about it.
The snap and the punt, he does get it off.
A booming punt.
Takes a nice
TC bounce.
Nice bounce for Texas City. And hey, Derek, thank you for watching to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We appreciate you. He said, hey, I thought it was the 4th quarter. It is the 4th quarter. He said the screen says 3rd quarter, and there's still it's still showing a flag, and we had to get that cleared. So, you know, just keeping us honest here. We're working on it.
Yeah, again, we've actually had kind of a rough night. Lost some equipment in this crazy weather, so please bear with us. We're doing our best. As long as you guys can hear us, we'll try to keep you straight as best we can. I tell you what, man, this is terrible field position for a team that it desperately needs to open up its playbook.
Would like to thank Legacy Collision and also Terror Isle Adventures for making this broadcast possible. Under center, Santa Fe. Here's the snap, handoff. And it's going to be, it looks like it's a loss. Texas City's pushing for the safety with the officials, but I think they ruled that
not
run
even
dead.
close. And I believe the rule on a safety, Brandon, keep me straight on this. I believe the rule is as long as the player has any singular part of his body out of the end zone, then it is not a safety. Is that correct?
That is indeed correct.
Yeah, because you'll see a lot of people calling for safeties, players calling for safeties. That is the rule. The player just has to get a part of his body out. It's not even the ball. It's a part of the body. So it's a very interesting call. It's one of the few times that that's not really about ball position.
This next play is brought to you by Santa Fe Texas Education Foundation. And the handoff in the backfield, and they may have a safety here.
They do.
Let's see. No.
No, they're saying at the 1 yard line. So
again, it's that forward progress. It is very tough to get a safety. The forward progress, as long as a part of his body gets back to the line of scrimmage, it will not be a safety.
And this is just bad news for Santa Fe right here, because even if they don't convert on 3rd down, you're still at your own 1 yard line.
Absolutely.
And we'll be giving Texas City excellent field position. If you're the Stings, you just don't want to do anything stupid
yeah,
to make
Texas
a
City
penalty.
Oh, and that ball sailed. That was a huge miscommunication there.
Yeah. He might have been just throwing it away, miscommunication, throwing it away. Texas City was bringing everything on that 3rd down right there. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about 12 yards to go, and they're on their own 1 yard line. Santa Fe sending out the punt team. And I think Texas City is going to be sending everybody as well because they don't have much room there as they are the kickers in the back of the end zone.
I don't even see anyone back to receive
There
this punt.
is not.
Oh, man. They might be expecting a fake. We'll see what happens.
Here comes the snap.
Oh.
And that will be a safety.
And
Third time's the charm, I think so.
And since we're talking about the rules of a safety, folks, that is a safety.
Case in point.
And that makes Santa Fe's job even harder because it means that they've got to get not only 2 touchdowns, but they got to convert 2 two-point conversions.
Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Alberto Rios, I go to Santa Fe High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Thank you to the Texas City Education Foundation for the future. Thank you to Mainland Tool and Supply for helping make this broadcast possible. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. Feel free to share this out. Let us know where you're watching from. You can watch this on galvnews.com and also clearlifemedia.com. There was just a safety on Santa Fe, so they're going to be kicking off to the Texas City Stings. And I think the rain is completely stopped.
Yeah, finally. It took
number 3.
4 quarters.
Oh, there's flags on the play. That was number 3, Clyde Bruton with the return.
Somebody spilled their laundry on the field. It is everywhere. My goodness.
A torrential rain of your yellow hankies.
There is a flag on the play. There was about 3 flags on the play. Hopefully our tech team will get that flag cleared after this play. If not, keep us honest.
Yeah, I believe that was blocking the back there on Texas City. Again, another penalty for the Stings.
That is their 9th.
My goodness.
On the evening.
My goodness.
And that will push them back another 10. So that is 9 penalties for 80 yards.
Criminy.
It is the 4th quarter. There's 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Santa Fe's defense has kind of neutralized the offense of Texas City here in the second half, and Texas City's defense has kept Santa Fe in check all game, but the real turning point in the second half has been special teams, punts, high snaps, things of that nature. That's really been the story of the second half.
Here comes Joey Duran and that Texas City offense. Joey Duran's going to line up under center. And there's another flag on. I think that the referees.
They'll call a timeout.
Okay.
Timeout on that one. Yeah.
I'd like to thank Galveston College and B&O Construction for partnering and making this broadcast possible. It's a timeout for Texas City. We're broadcasting live, and we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
We and I really like United Way. They're what I call a tip of the sword organization. They are meeting community needs at the very tip of the sword where people who maybe can't help themselves need help. And then we always hear the stories about from the different organizations United Way gives to about how someone was helped or how their life changed through the United Way.
Learn more ways to donate to the United Way Galveston County Mainland and your impact on the community by visiting uwgcm.org.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful shot. It's brought to you by M6 Global Defense. It's a shot of the rain, I was just informed, so you're welcome. Here's a quick pitch to Caleb Bell to the left. He's up, he's running, he's on his feet, he's at the 40, he's at the 30. Forced out of bounds, and that's a slip and slide of action. Oh, we're going to get a flag on the play. I think that's a hit to the outside. You know, this weather, this rain, it can be a little bit dangerous. It's very important for these officials to continue to take care of these student athletes.
Yeah, and I think Bell will Bell will come out of the game on that one. It'll most likely be a late hit, as Jackson Stroud got there just as the sideline did.
It is the fourth quarter. There's 9 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in this ball game. Your Texas City Stings are right now leading your Santa Fe Indians 23-7.
Yeah, referees are discussing what's going to happen here.
Looks like it could be offsetting penalties because there was a flag down shortly after Bell turned the corner.
The referees are discussing it, making sure on the same page. We got a holding on Texas City.
This penalty's offset. Yeah, good call, Brandon.
Bring up first down.
And we are tied 5-5 with the Phillies and Astros top of the fifth inning.
Man, good night to be a sports fan.
Oh,
My
goodness
goodness.
gracious. I saw something on Instagram yesterday that announced that starting yesterday, we have 27 consecutive days of football.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that as well.
Yes.
As a football fan, I am hyped.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
27 consecutive days, which means that, we are in that time of year where if you love the MAC and Sunbelt on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, you are in heaven.
Yeah, I'm a big Troy University fan. Grew up about 30 minutes from that campus, so let's go Trojans.
I am a Sunbelt alum, Southwest Texas State, now Texas State, so I love me some Funbelt.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. We need to watch some games together sometime, Brandon.
No doubt.
Thank you to the Santa Fe Texas Education Foundation, Species Gym, and Mainland Tool and Supply for helping make this broadcast possible. Texas City is still on offense. The referees are stretching the game out just a little bit longer, but they're making sure that they get everything correctly. It looks like it's going to be first down and 5 yards to go, or they're maybe deciding what they're going to allow.
Yeah, they got together. They had some tea. They had a conference. They figured out where the ball needed to be, and they decided 1st and 5, Texas City.
Yeah, they said, hey, it's too dry out here. Let's see if the rain will pick back up.
Oh, my goodness.
There you go. They'll get it together before the next batch of rain comes in.
Yes. Texas City looking to the sidelines, making sure that they have the correct play in, and they're all on the same page.
And now the chains have moved down.
Let's go. Good job, guys.
My goodness.
Everybody on the Texas City offense looking at their plays, making sure on the same page. Looks like Joey Duran's going to be in a shotgun formation. Caleb Bell is still out of the game. The snap. Joey Duran to the outside. He was looking to pass it. He's going to run out of bounds. It's pretty close to a first down.
Yeah, and he got about 5 yards on that carry, but he also stepped out of bounds, which will stop this clock. I don't know if that's what you want if you're the Texas City head coach.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
Because I know it's a two-possession game where you need two-point conversions, but Texas City's had trouble with turnovers all season. So the last thing you want here is to just have to run more and more plays, and risk something catastrophic happening here on this what could be one of the last drives of the game.
Again, shotgun formation. Handoff in the backfield. I believe that's Bruton, met by about 4 Indian defenders and brought down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we mentioned it earlier on. There have not been any, Brandon, am I mistaken in saying there have not been any fumbles for Texas City?
Texas City has not fumbled the ball.
Fantastic. Man, we mentioned it earlier. Sean Evans, head coach for Texas City, has brought in boxing gloves this week. He said he wants to focus on no turnovers for this game. He had the running backs running with boxing gloves, make sure they held the ball high and tight, 5 points of pressure, not dropping the ball at any time. And so far, it is paying off here tonight. No fumbles, as my man Brandon said.
Brings up third down. Quick handoff. That is to Caleb Bell up the middle.
Oh,
he's
my
still on
goodness.
his feet. He's running. And that was number 1 for the Indians, Darius Hebert, with the defensive stop. He was hanging on to the leg and was not letting go.
Man, we talked earlier about how these teams are 20 minutes apart. The man on the tackle that time, the man that got run over, Darius Hebert, he's got a brother playing on the other side of the field. It's just it's close. It's like a Game of Thrones episode, and everybody's fighting for the Iron Throne that is the playoffs. You know.
That's accurate. Thank you to Affordable Air and Heat, Texas First Bank, and Who's Hoot Realty Group for partnering and making this broadcast possible. It's first down. Texas City in shotgun formation with Caleb Bell in. Quick handoff to him. He's up the middle. He's brought down by number 19 for the defense. That's Gunnar Baker.
Yeah, and they are hitting Bell real low right now, trying to make sure he does not break any tackles. And he'll come out of the game again. After that hit earlier from Stroud, he's had a little bit of a limp. He hasn't been running quite as hard, but he did run over number 1 earlier. But yeah, he's got a little bit of a limp. They're hitting him low, trying to make sure that he doesn't get any more yardage than absolutely necessary.
It's a 2nd down and 10 yards to go. The clock is ticking. It's the 4th quarter, so it's 7 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in this game. Shotgun formation. Pitch off, number 3 in the backfield. Going to be brought down with the gain of about 2 or 3 yards right there.
You know, what's interesting is we mentioned earlier how Santa Fe needed to open up their offense. We're actually seeing more of that from Texas City. They're still pounding the ball. They're still running it, but multiple people are. They're doing sweep plays. They're motioning men out. They're doing a lot of sort of trickeration just to run the ball up the middle the same way, Brandon.
Oh, and they're keeping guys. We mentioned earlier in the game, Sean Evans feels that he has about 5 or 6 guys that he can turn to when running the ball. We're seeing about 3 or 4 of them here on this drive.
Yeah, we kind of focus on the stallion that is big Caleb Bell, but he's got a whole stable back there of men that can run the ball.
Looks like Texas City's trying to get on the same page.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion.
Maybe thinking about taking a timeout there.
No, flags down. That'll be delay of game penalty again, Texas City.
I mean, Joey Duran was signaling for a timeout.
Okay.
Looks like he got it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're told they got the timeout off.
Would like to thank United Way, Galveston County Mainland, Troy Chase Realty Group, Legacy Collision. Stay tuned. It's the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
I'm Casey Devoti with Tech City High School. Go Stings.
Every October, an island mysteriously emerges from the bay. Disembark alongside a crew of cannibal pirates. Encounter the witch, Mon Maxine, gruesome sea creatures, and even the pirate king himself. Experience true terror every week this October at Terror Isle.
You're watching the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week on Clear Life Media, presented by Galveston College. With more than 80 certificate and associate degree programs, learn more at gc.edu.
Thank you, Galveston College, for partnering with the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Texas City on offense, getting all their plays and thoughts together. Joey Duran rolling out to the outside, looking for a receiver. He's still up on his feet. He's going to be brought down with the gain of, well, I guess that's about a loss of a yard right there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that was a cornerback blitz. They brought both defensive backs on the outside, closed up that pocket, and got Duran kind of moving and moving around back there, not able to find an open defender.
That brings up 4th down, but they brought him down inside. He didn't get out of bounds, so the clock is still running, so it's just under 6 minutes left to go in this game.
Yeah, it's kind of best case, worst case scenario. You're not just playing against Texas City at this point. You're also fighting the clock.
And at this point, you're Santa Fe, you have to throw the football. The dot plays, that's not going to work at this point. You need to get points on the board. The only way you do it, you're going to have to throw the football.
Yeah, and you got to believe, if you look, you can see the rain here as we see this punt. You see the rain is actually blowing in the face of Santa Fe. This is worst case scenario. Wind, rain, everything is fighting against you.
They're going to be inside of the 10-yard line to try and march it down and get some more points on the board.
And Santa Fe needs to move quick.
Would like to thank Texas City Education Foundation for the Future and Terror Isle Adventures and Watergrove Event Venue for partnering and sponsoring the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Texas City is currently leading this game 23-7. The Santa Fe Indians have put up 7 points, and they are going to have a first down attempt to try and march down and get some more points on the board.
91 yards away from the end zone is Santa Fe.
Case Albright, quarterback for the Santa Fe Indians, lines up under center. Pitch to the outside.
Yeah, guys, I just don't understand that.
Short game.
I know I'm not a coach. I just don't understand. I mean, I know the wind is blowing in your face. It's going to be tough to pass, but you got to do something to keep this clock from moving. You have all 3 timeouts, playoffs on the line.
That was Joseph Floyd with the 5-yard run. Shotgun formation, quick handoff in the back. Floyd again. He's still up on his feet trying to fight for it, but he's getting yards.
And all these times,
big push.
all this time that he's on his feet is time the clock is moving, the clock is ticking. There's no timeout taken. They're in a hurry up, but it's a hurry up. It's a hurry up to kill the drive. It's a hurry up to kill the game. I don't fully understand it. I mean, Brendan even said it. They need to pass, and we're not seeing that here.
Yeah, there's 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this game.
I mean, you've had all game to set up the run, to set up the pass, but you haven't really had any passes.
Albright under center.
Here we go, play
Fake
action.
to Floyd. Here's a pass. Number 15 with the reception. That's Harrison Wainwright.
And there you go. That's the first reception for Wainwright all night, I believe. Am I correct, Brandon?
The first reception from any team all night.
My goodness.
That was a gain of about 20.
It looks like he did not get out of bounds. The clock is still moving. Santa Fe needs to get on the move right now.
Shotgun formation. Oh, handoff in the back. But again, it is very slippery and wet out here. That was number 7 with the carry. Joseph Floyd just slipped up in this inclement weather.
I don't understand the thought process of the handoff in the first place. I'm not trying to criticize anyone. I apologize. It just, you had success on the pass play. Keep going to what is working. My goodness.
It's going to bring up second down.
The clock will continue to run.
About 12 yards to go.
Santa Fe has all 3 timeouts.
3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this game. Here's the snap. Shotgun formation.
Screenplay.
They picked up about 2 yards and get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be third down.
3rd and long. The clock continues to run.
If you're watching on social media, let us know who you're cheering for. We see Hayden said Santa Fe. Cheering for Santa Fe. Who are you cheering for? It's the comeback. Just under 3 minutes left to go in this game. Shotgun formation.
And Texas City has just moved their safety very deep on this play. I think they're expecting that pass at this point. And they will not get it.
Floyd with the run. He's still on his feet. Brought down. It's going to bring up 4th down, and that was a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, there's no doubt it's 4-down football, but with the clock running down, you got to believe you're making it harder and harder for your team to be able to score 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions.
The way it's looking at Santa Fe, unless something dramatic happens, they're going to have to hope that they can get a win against Willow Ridge and an
interception. That'll do it.
Yes. Like I was saying, they're going to need a win against Willow Ridge, and they'll need some hope to happen for Texas City against Nederland next week. They'll need Texas City to lose, and they'll probably need a little bit of help in there as well in order to make the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. They went 5 wide on that play and then ran the short curl route.
That was number 30, Caden Clay, the sophomore from Texas City with that interception, the linebacker.
3rd turnover of the night forced by Texas City, 2 interceptions and a fumble. And with 1:59 to go, it's just really a case of getting a couple of handoffs and locking up a win. And Texas City got part 1 of their 2-part challenge taken care of.
It was a pitch to Bruton. So he went to the outside and was able to pick up a couple yards, but I think more importantly, they're just trying to run the clock because there's under 2 minutes left to go in this game.
Yeah, no doubt. Just keep the extracurricular stuff, keep it for after the game, and just get out of here with the win.
1:33 and counting. Santa Fe does not look as if they're going to use any of their timeouts. Well, actually,
there's one.
Shame on me. They will use
a
one.
late timeout.
They let the clock run at least five or 6 more seconds before deciding, do we want to take a timeout?
Brandon, I just don't understand it. Running the ball on that last possession, not calling timeout soon after that, it does not track to me, I got to tell you.
Oh, I was a bit surprised by the play calling as well. You would think that even though everything going against them, deep in their own territory, the wind and the rain in your face, that you'd have to be a little more aggressive, even if you miss a pass. So long as it's not intercepted. Even though if you miss it, you want to try to give Texas City a sense of, hey, we're going to do something besides a dive play or a toss here and there. They have not been able to run the ball with any success tonight when it comes to breaking open a big play. So Texas City naturally is just going to sit back and await the run. And they have been able to do that all night long.
Absolutely. Now, Texas City going to hand the ball off one more time to Burton.
He's still up, getting brought down, but most importantly for Texas City, the clock is running.
I will say this about Santa Fe, and give credit to their defense. In the first quarter, when you had the 2 long runs by Bell, you're thinking, oh my God, what a long night this is going to be for this Indians defense. But since then, they have really played a tremendous effort. The third touchdown, really not much you could do after the fake punt, put them in a bad situation. But for the most part, the last 3 quarters, this Indians defense has played their hearts out.
No doubt about it. No doubt. And actually, can you give us the tale of two defenses, I guess? First quarter stats versus the last 3?
Oh, yeah, Caleb Bell in the first quarter, he had 137 yards on 5 carries. Since then, he's at 19.
My goodness. And you said it, the Santa Fe defense, you kind of have to feel for the defense with the way the offense hasn't been able to get things going. But they've played their heart out. They've played as well as they could. And, unfortunately, it doesn't always go your way when you play well. And Texas City has found a way, despite the penalties, despite the mistakes. It's kind of been the story all year. They've found a way to come out with a win here as we're winding down here in the fourth quarter.
1 minute and 17 seconds left to go. Brandy, could we get an update on some of the scores around the county?
Sure. Texas City, Lamarck still down 33-7 against Brookshire. Cougars will be at home next week for their regular season finale against Sealy, as we get Santa Fe using their last timeout with 1 minute 6 to go, so they'll get the ball back. Hitchcock was at the half. They were up 21-7 on Hallettsville. Let's see if we can get an update on the Clear Creek Dickinson score. It was last 17-14, Creek leading Dickinson. Let's see if we can get an update on that right now, as they are in the fourth quarter of that one. Still 17-14 at this point. Marcus Johnson had a 78-yard touchdown run for the Gators that brought them back into the contest. We had a lot of those games. We had a handful of games played yesterday. Ball played Thursday night. Originally, that was a game scheduled for Friday, but because of the weather, they did not want to run the risk of getting Houston Northside stuck in it, so they played it, and Ball emphatically 83-0.
Wow. Goodness. Brandon, what's been the surprise for you this high school football season?
I think the emergence of Hitchcock as a state power has been the surprise to me. We knew that this was a young Bulldogs team that had a lot of talent. You knew that they would probably be capable of making a run to the playoffs, but I don't think that anyone suspected that they would end the season ranked number 2 in state. And as long as Lloyd Jones is healthy and he's got the receivers he has, there's no reason to think that Hitchcock can make a run to AT&T in mid-December.
And I know that Hitchcock is excited. We've had the opportunity to work with Chris Armacost. He also works in the technology. He's the mayor of Hitchcock. He works in the technology department at the ISD there. And, there's a buzz. Those people are excited. And it's fun to witness and watch.
Oh, and there's no doubt. There's no doubt about it. And this is coming off the heels of a boys basketball team that got to the state semifinals. And if you're the Hitchcock boys basketball team, the only problem with football is that you're going to have to wait a while until the season's over in order to get some of those guys back.
And Santa Fe elected to run that on first down. That means the clock is ticking as there is less than 50 seconds left to go in this game. They call those timeouts and then, run that. But let's see. They're looking to the sideline to get the play. And
it just does not track to me. Yeah. We'll see what they call here.
Under center. Play action, pass to the outside. That will stop the clock. And, we've talked about this and touched on this, but last year Santa Fe did not win a game. This year, huge turnaround. Brand new coach. And I've even seen some comments, still watching, hey, let's go Indians. No matter what happens, the friends, family, fans, they are rooting on their Santa Fe Indians. It's a great community.
Absolutely. And anytime you go from winless to a shot at a playoff, that is incredible at any level. High school, college, NFL. Awesome job, Santa Fe.
Pitch to the outside. That's number 7. Floyd still up. I believe he's going to get to run out of bounds. Let's see if they stop that clock.
Yeah, they have stopped the clock.
21 seconds left to go in this ball game. They're moving the chains. That's going to give them a first down.
Yeah, and credit to the players, defensive, offensive, regardless of what the calls are on the field, they have been playing their hearts out.
And that is the longest play run of the night for Santa Fe, 13 yards.
Quick handoff again. That's Floyd up the middle.
Yeah.
He's still driving his feet.
Yeah, again, it's just that heart. And I believe that's actually going to end. That's going to end this game, folks.
What a game. The score is 23-7. Texas City is going to win this ball game as it is now officially over. Congratulations to the Texas City Stings. You're getting a glimpse of the sideline, and these players are fired up.
It says 23-7, but it feels as if this game was a lot closer than what the score indicated. You know, we mentioned Texas City getting the early scores, jumping out to the early lead. Santa Fe got their 1 touchdown in the second quarter. But from there on, it was just a tight, physical defensive struggle. And was really what we kind of expected out of these two teams coming into this evening. For Santa Fe, it's a tough loss, but there's still a hope and optimism to get into the postseason. For Texas City, you know, job's still not done. They've got to go out to face a tough Nederland team next Friday night, and they have to win in order to assure themselves of a playoff berth.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's one of those things where, unfortunately, football is 4 quarters. If they started scoring it in the second, then we've actually got a Santa Fe win by 7. It's a wild game, this football. But, yeah, man, these were 2 well-matched, hard-fought teams. I think it was just that early, fired-up energy that head coach Sean Evans talked about that really led Texas City to getting those early, huge drives. And it wasn't until everyone kind of settled in that the game got a little closer, kind of what we expected.
No, there's no doubt that this was again, we mentioned a very physical contest throughout the night. Santa Fe just was not able to get their offense clicking. You know, the weather had a huge factor in that. You know, as we saw, they were not able to throw the ball as much as they would have wanted to. But again, give credit to Texas City's defense. They did force 3 turnovers and kept Santa Fe to just 1 touchdown on the evening. And for the Stings, this is exactly what they needed. They needed a win like this. You know, they needed to win out in order to have a shot at the playoffs. And like I mentioned, it's a job halfway done, and it's a moment for the Stings to celebrate. But at the same time, Sean Evans knows full well that these guys aren't going to have much time to rest on their laurels.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we absolutely want to thank everybody for watching us, joining us. We know there's playoff baseball, there's World Series baseball going on tonight. But, you know, thank you for joining us at the high school level. This has been a lot of fun to watch. I've appreciated calling it with Gardy and calling it with Brandon. You know, always good to sit down and watch some local games with you guys. It's been a blast.
It has been a blast indeed as well, guys. The pleasure's been all mine.
The next game will be Willow Ridge. Willow Ridge and Santa Fe will be there next week.
So we want to thank you guys one more time for watching. Again, tune in next week to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Stay up to date with everything going on Clear Life Media social media pages and also the website. Hey, y'all, stay tuned to everything happening in the channel. We're excited that you took the time to tune in. Let's go Astros.